Good morning, guys. How is everybody? Good morning, V. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Autumn. Good morning, Christina and Flo and Artemis and Magenta. Any of you missed yesterday's 6-hour stream, you should check it out after this stream. Use it as your background noise to get you through your day. It was quite the day in Squirrel World. It sure was. Good morning, Shauna. You guys, I absolutely love bringing my chat up and seeing everybody saying, good morning, good morning, good morning. I love it. I love seeing you guys all wish each other a good morning. What an awesome way to start our day, right? So you guys know we have just been lucky that Chantal seems to post while we're live every day. This isn't like one of my scheduled days, but I've kind of gotten used to starting my day with y'all. And so I just kind of have like a Mod Podge of stuff that I have pulled up for us. There's a couple videos from the guys from Adventures with Purpose. Bullheaded Betty is live this morning, so I have that pulled up. I don't know if I can stand to watch her though, quite honestly, but it's pulled up. And then just a little bit about Foodie, basically just a chit chat until, you know, she drops it or whatever, just to start our morning off together. Everybody got their coffee or their tea or their lemon with water. Good morning, Doc. Okay, be safe. Oh, it's been a morning, guys. Little one missed the bus again. This guy, you guys, I want to show, and I'll post his link in the chat. I really hope he doesn't turn into a lol cow because, y'all, he is high as F. And he's reacting to Foodie. So, I kind of have that pulled up just for like a good giggle. Did anyone watch FFG's video? She said Chantal lied about the post yesterday. She did not delete her post and Salah didn't comment anywhere on her channels. Really, V? That's awesome. And I, you know, like I said, I don't really watch FFG. She's just a little too hyper for me and angry for me. But she is always on point. You know, she has a really good way of predicting, you know, what is going to happen with Foodie and stuff. And she's usually right. And I will say she's honest. I do feel like FFG is honest. Good morning, Tara. Autumn, I was cracking up. Somebody mentioned his channel yesterday. And so this morning I just, you know, looked it up finally. And I was cracking up because he is so stinking high. And from a fellow stoner, I just thoroughly enjoyed watching it. It was entertaining. Yeah, I mean, FFG, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think she's very accurate. I think she's honest. I think she's really good at predicting what's going to happen next. She's just like a little too angry and a little too hyper for me. Really, Tara? See, how come I haven't found him? One of you guys mentioned him yesterday, and I just happened to think of it this morning, which, like, is a miracle that I remembered the channel name and everything. I didn't even write it down, I don't think, anywhere. Morning, Freddie. I have a crazy theory, but I heard it from another channel. What if Chantal is on a marriage show like 90 Day Fiancé, and that's why she can't talk about the marriage? Well, she did say that in one of her streams she did before she went to Kuwait. She did say she wanted to do a 90 Day Fiancé type show on her channel. Yes, Autumn. Yes, thank you. That was a good way to put it. It's not, yeah, and it's not that I dislike her or anything. It's just, usually by the time I have time to sit down and watch YouTube, it's like nighttime and I'm chilled for the night. So if I were to watch FFG at that point, I would be up all night. She'd get me so revved. Exactly, V. I do agree. I wouldn't say I don't watch her ever, because she's not always so hyped up, you know. So I do kind of wander in there, but if it gets too loud for me, then I exit. And I don't usually chat in there either. But so I don't know if we should start with Fire and Moon or if we should kind of wait, maybe do him in between the Adventures for Purpose stuff and the Foodie stuff, just because I think the Fire and Moon video is kind of like a palate cleanser. Like, he's funny. him, like, I don't even know if what he's saying is funny. It just cracks me up that he's saying it with his head tilted back and his eyes closed. Good morning, Val. Guys, I will say, the more I watch, the more I think the whole product placement advertising type thing might be correct. Good morning, Six. It's a whole new community. It's a whole new community. I'm convinced it's people who are converting or married a Muslim, etc. Hence her deleting so many videos. She's trying to come off as a whole different. She sure is. And like, if the advertising thing is a thing, she would have to clean up her image, because nobody is going to want her advertising for them, you know, with all that garbage that she's known for. I know, Tara, it's horrible. I feel for them too. And there was, I don't think I saved it. There was another video of one of the guys, and he was kind of like sticking up for Jared, but I think he was confused, because I think he thought that this stuff started when Jared was 7, not when he was a teenager. So I think he was kind of confused, like, you know, this was being done to him and he was a child and he was acting out, you know, what was being done to him or whatever. I don't know. But that's what I took from it. I don't think he was entirely understanding the gist of everything. Yes, Chewy, she is. That laugh at the end of her intro, I can't. There's been a lot of things, Tara, like if you watch the one where she did the fat travel, she really, you know, pushed that Qatar Airlines. Somebody was mentioning like the cars. There's just the Burger King, like when he came out of Burger King with her meal, you know, normally you would carry it down at your side. No, he carried it front and center, kind of held up with the Burger King logo, you know, front and center. Willie. Well, good morning, Willie. Or afternoon. Yes, Tara, I agree. Oh, you saw that one too, Tara? Yeah, he was confused. I felt bad for him too, because like he was saying, you know, he has health problems and different things. I mean, and then I saw like a clip of Jared like standing outside a schoolyard or something, and he was like, you know, don't do this during the day when school is in session, you know, people might frown upon that. And it was kind of creepy now, you know. Right, Artemis. And they solved, like they found what, 20 some, they did like 20 some water rescues or whatever. I think they all were given a PR-like speech when the emails came out, so the crew thought he was being falsely accused of something. Hence why they stayed silent until he was being charged. Her giving facts about the tower, was that riveting or what, Shauna? Right, that I will say that was not my catch, Tara. That was Rocky Go-Abouts that came up with that. And the more I'm watching of her videos, the more I could see it being true. I felt a lot of oh no moments. Was his energy makes my stomach ache, which is weird. I don't think he's going to stay all gentle and sweet. Plus, he is too interested in Aisha. Yes, he was very controlling yesterday, and kind of like, you know, he sits there with like this grin on his face, and then all of a sudden his face goes like stone cold. It's a little bit creepy. Thank you, V. I will say if Doug knew, he would have taken his head off. Doug don't play. He has teenage girls and a serious code he lives by. I know a person who knows him. I can get that about him, Tara, from the video. I get that. I know. Right. Now, whatever she was eating yesterday looked gross. But I'm so picky. I didn't realize I was picky until YouTube. Yes. Was that okay? Did that contradict? It's like, did they contradict themselves in that whole thing, or was it just me, V? Because she was kind of like saying, basically, he's still my friend. He'll always be my friend, blah, blah, blah. And Salah said something about, it's not appropriate for a wife to be talking to an ex-boyfriend. But then he kind of said, we will keep friends, but it will be, I can't remember what the word was that he used. So it was kind of like contradictory, I thought. Willie. Yeah, her chat is fast. You guys, that scares me. Like when our chat gets going fast, it scares me because I don't want anybody to feel unnoticed. So thank you to everybody in the chat for, making people feel welcome when they come in here. Salah does not look 29, closer to her age, and he uses hair fibers on his beard. Oh, really, on him? No way. Yes, she did, Chewy. She got nervous looking. I think there's been a lot of times she has gotten nervous looking. Wouldn't that be a red flag to her? Chantal is not, Chantal defies. If you tell her to do something, she's not going to do it, and vice versa. She is not going to take well to being controlled for very long. It was Tara, but I will say YouTube is cracking down. And so, like, creators can get, like, demonetized and stuff for having inappropriate pictures in their stream. But I just found it, like, controlling of him because he basically told them to change it. They didn't change it, and boom, he blocked them. You don't think he's 29? Yeah. I think so too, Lee. In FFGs, someone was going to call the cops on her, Willie. Is FFG live this morning? I don't even check just because I always come on at the same time every morning. Exactly, Damon. Good morning. Guys, give me a second. I'm going to turn the music on, and I got to put my highlight chat up so I can highlight your guys' comments. I hate when I can't do that. Okay, I'm back. Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. That was so nice. Wait, where was there a naked picture of Chantal Dammit? If she gets over 3K people in her live stream, she can't compare it to this chat, for example. Right, totally. What if? Okay, B. I have Discord pulled up actually, so I can get them quick. Well, I can change that, juror.
Seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some
Is that better,
things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed.
This stuff is hard for me to play because I want to sing it. I always sing it to these songs.
I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same.
You have Bet David Lodatelli. Good morning. Oh, Fooper, thank you so much. Oh, you guys are so awesome. Good morning, Grateful.
Way back a year ago.
Good morning, Carlotta. By the way, I'm responsible for the goodbye performance. What, Autumn, do you have a channel? You guys gotta tell me when you have channels, because I'm willing to put your links in for those of you that are like in here all the time and are supportive of me. I definitely will be supportive of your channel. And sometimes you might have to remind me or Ahmad, because I forget some of the ones that have channels.
Things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Okay, so let's start with. Wait, let me pull up. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna pull up some of these ones from the.
Hey, what's up, it's Ticket Mel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for. Hey, Ticket Mel.
Are these are all from the same person, B? So are these him covering the different
Hey, what's up, it's Ticket Mel.
members of AWP? Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one, guys. This is Carson McMaster. For some reason, I can never remember his first name. I don't know why. I remember his last name all the time, though. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one. Let me mute our music. Oh, the Brian Laundrie case was something, Brandy. I was like glued to YouTube for that case. Thank you, Damon. Yeah, it was for you and 6 and everybody else. Oh my gosh, V. Okay, we'll start with this one. I don't need to speed this one up. This one's only 2 minutes, so we'll leave the speed at normal. Oh my goodness, me. You're getting up at those ungodly hours that I do. I do that, me. Sometimes I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm up for the rest of the day. It's ridiculous. Okay, here we go.
On the current situation that I am in, I would like to.
Willie, I don't. You probably don't follow any of like the true crime and stuff like that, Willie. This group, Adventures with Purpose, they would do like water searches, and they would do it on like cold cases, and they have found like bodies of people that have, been missing for years and years and years, and law enforcement couldn't solve or find them or whatever. But there's been like over 20 that they have found. And there's been like just recently, Kylie Rodney case that was just in the past few months, and they found her. I was watching a little bit of their channel after that, and, watching when they recovered other people too. Ugh, Grebo, I'm so sorry. I do it. See, me, I don't even have to get up. Like today, I wasn't even scheduled to live stream. So I could sleep in. I just can't sleep in. Yes. Yes, I could see that, Carlotta. Okay, so anyway, Willie, it has come out. Is he like the founder of AWP, guys? I'm not even sure. Anyway, one of the guys with AWP, it has come out, SA'd his sister and his cousin when they were young, and he was a teen. Oh, really, Autumn? It's so the videos that we're playing today, Willie, are of members of AWP that are announcing, that obviously they've quit and are done with being a part of that. Owner and founder. That's what I thought, Tara. Thank you. No, this is not him. This is one of the other guys and this is his update about him leaving.
To firstly say that I will not be answering or making any comments on the current situation of Adventures with Purpose, but I would like to speak about what I am going to do and what I am going to do moving forward. Moving forward, I would like everyone to know that I am no longer a part of Adventures with Purpose. I have left the company because of personal reasons for
okay, Autumn, I understand.
Moral obligation.
We'll be moving on in a little while.
Moving forward, I will pursue my creative passion when it comes to filming, storytelling, and the creative desire to continue documentary work along with some other freelance stuff. This is pretty much all I have to say amongst this subject matter. As far as everything I have learned this past year, it has been a pleasure working with really amazing people, but sometimes things just have to come to an end. For me personally, this is the end of my chapter. I figured going live would be a lot more simpler than editing a video because I felt as though it could just be over and then I can move on. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for supporting me. I've received a lot of love and support from a lot of people. A lot of people have been calling and messaging me and just reaching out. and I appreciate that. Thank you guys for your support, and we will see what happens in the future.
This one is Nick Rinn. His is short as well.
Just so everyone knows, as of yesterday, I formally resigned from my former place of employment, working for the search team. After hearing these allegations and listening to the information that's out there and what's available, I'm not okay with this. This is not right. And I can't sit by and support this and wait till lawyers make decisions and people wait to make statements. I just can't support it. It's not me, it's not who I am, and I don't want to be a part of it. And quite frankly, if these allegations are true, I hope justice gets served. I don't regret coming to work here and working with the teammates. You know who you are, all the people that helped, all the people that supported me and watched our videos. I appreciate it. You know, unfortunately, there's about possibly up to 30 more episodes that I worked on that I was either the host or the co-host on, and I don't know if I'll ever get to see those or if any of us will. We worked really hard on those. We worked with a lot of families, helped a lot of families, worked with a lot of law enforcement agencies, and brought a lot of answers to families and law enforcement around the country. It was an amazing time. Unfortunately, sometimes life takes you in different directions than you expect, and I've reached a fork in the road, and I have to go a different direction now. So that's about all I got to say. And you know, if anybody wants to reach out to me with any ideas or thoughts on the future and what we can do to maybe pick up the pieces here and start this all over again, sometime in the future, you can reach out to me. I'll put my email in the description below. And with that being said, thanks again for all your support. And as soon as I have any more information coming in as to the future of what I'm going to do, or if some of my former teammates and I can brainstorm and figure out something, we will let you know. Thanks again.
I hope they do continue. It's sad that this soiled the work that they did, you know? Okay, I'm going to speed this one up. This one is 20. We'll put it on 1.25. I saw too, and I don't have it pulled up. Maybe I can find it while we're watching. There is a channel that has an interview with the cousin. Right, Willie?
Stopping by. I wanted to preface this video with a couple of things. So with this email exchange that we've seen where allegedly Jared says, "My office holds no secrets and everyone in my office feels your pain and has seen this email string for I don't filter my own emails." This could have been true, or it could have not been true. It could have been a manipulation tactic, maybe to make the victim feel like, hey, everybody knows and is okay with this, so why are you not okay with this? Or it could have been true. I've seen quite a bit of discussion going on about that, whether they knew or not, or maybe they knew a watered down version. Now, make sure you come to my 4 p.m. Eastern live stream today, because we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. Not only that, I'd like to take calls because I want to hear from you guys, your thoughts. The other day, Anthony, an XWAP member, called into my show. And, you know, after the fact, I went and looked up. I did find him in some articles with regards to AWP and diving. Not really many. I found like 2. And I didn't really look deep. But and I also looked into his phone number. Sorry, Anthony. But it does trace back to the family name. And so he speaks on Sam a bit and speaks on what it was like to work with AWP, but also had said that when he would hire people, Jared, that he would tell them something about his past. I'm assuming it was like a watered down thing, but also it seemed like some of the details in the email is what he did tell people, allegedly. You're going to have to listen to the call for yourself. And I thought it was important enough that we should clip it, highlight it, and put it in this video. Doug Bishop from AWP, which we're going to talk about in the live stream, he says that they didn't know. You know, I don't know what's true, what's not. Was Jared just manipulating everybody? Was maybe he the only one checking that email and lying to both parties? Or did he tell some of the truth but said that he overcame it and now he's overcome it? Who knows? I don't know.
I can defend my family, I can defend myself, and unfortunately, you know, it doesn't align with my future. It doesn't align with me at all, and none of us, you know what I mean? None of us do any of this, and I'm just as shocked as everybody else.
Anthony. Oh, thank you so much for calling, man.
As everybody else.
How you doing?
Oh, that was
Good. I'm just kind of.
Before you put me on, how do I pronounce your name, sir?
Oh, it's Ikid Mel, but you could just call me Mel.
No, okay.
I
just wanted to touch base with you before we went on live.
We're live right now, by the way. It's FYI.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, I can reach out to you after too if you want to talk like off air, but I just want to give you the warning and courtesy that we are live right now.
Okay.
Did you want to talk on live or you prefer off air?
Well, I would have liked to touch base with you first offline just so we could just get an establishment here and just.
So how about we do this?
Where I'm coming from.
Okay, if you want, after I get off the stream, we can talk one-on-one off air, and then if you feel like coming on, I could just do a pre-recorded video next time of our conversation.
I mean, whatever works best for you. I just felt like I should give my perspective of what I've seen from my time with them. And I kind of have a checkered past with AWP for some things that they put me through recently. And that kind of explains why I haven't been appearing in any videos lately.
Can you give us some of the history maybe, or how you started with them?
Yeah. It basically started out a couple years ago. During COVID lockdown, I got into scuba diving and reached out to a couple of YouTube channels that were into diving. Jared's happened to be one of them. Basically sent him an email saying, hey, if you're ever in the tri-state area and you need some help, I have the tools, the experience, and the equipment to help you guys out. And that was when Sam was with him as well. And I first met up with them in February of 2020 in Tennessee to help solve the Bill Simmons case. I was there in Tennessee with them for the full week. After that, I went back home. He went back on the road. I think it was March of this year, Jared and Doug reached out to me stating that Doug was going to be on the road by himself. And this was right when Doug first became a certified diver and really didn't have much experience under his belt at the time. Jared wanted me to go with Doug on the road because there was no other divers with him. Basically a safety diver and just have another diver there for safety. Went to Philadelphia. We went and solved the, what case was that? We solved another one in Philadelphia. And then a couple of weeks later, he started making the announcements that he was getting a second RV and trailer on the road. Basically, he offered me a full-time job, paid job, signed a non-disclosure agreement, signed a contract employment agreement. A couple of weeks go by, I put my 2-week notice in at my job, let them know I'm starting something new. I wait a few more weeks, it gets closer to my start date, which was supposed to be September 17th of this year. I called Jared to find out when likely. His reasoning was they said they want to move in a different direction. And basically what I got from them was Jared said he wanted to go with law enforcement, to train and teach law enforcement, which kind of circles back into why Sam is no longer with AWP. Because Sam is not getting paid. Again, I'm good friends with Sam. I don't want to go too much into his story without speaking with him first because, again, that's his story.
Right.
But I can tell you from what I was told and from what I got from the videos from Sam and Jared putting out during that little time was Sam wasn't getting paid. Jared was making a lot of money. He had $1 million budget for this year, and yet he couldn't throw the man a salary to keep him comfortable at home, to pay his bills while he's on the road, to help take care of his girlfriend and his family. But yet it's okay for Jared to put his likeness on stickers, patches, and shirts and sell to keep all the profit and not give Sam even a salary. Jared liked it when everybody was volunteering. That's why he loved it when Nug and Depths of History and Chaos Divers, he loved it when us volunteers wanted to come out and help him because it was all free labor. And when it came time to paying people, they just slipped away. And that's kind of why Sam left and Dan left. Dan didn't like the way the channel was going. He didn't like what Jared was putting these families through. They could see it. It wore them down daily.
Who was the other person you mentioned that left?
Dan. He was one of the first and original cameramen and editors.
Okay.
He was pretty much the executive producer, kind of. He would help with the production, filming, editing, a lot of the social.
So how long were you with AWP before they told you did 2 gigs with them, like 2, or was it more than that?
I worked on more than one case, but I was able to help solve 2 cases.
Oh, gotcha.
It was basically 2 different road trips. I joined them up for 2 different road trips. Once in Tennessee and once in Philadelphia and Jersey.
What was it like working with them?
To be honest, when the cameras were off, great. It was a lot of fun, the camaraderie, just a bunch of guys hanging out, having fun, like what you would think it would be with just a couple of guys that had not a care in the world, that we're just out there having fun, trying to just do good for other people. And the overall message was good. It was just how it was getting portrayed and displayed out there wasn't the greatest, and it rubbed some people the wrong way.
Well, do you know why? I was wondering why, like, Sam, because he deleted his channel, right? Like, he deleted his channel, just kind of disappeared. Seems like, I don't know if he came back. You know, if
he wants to separate himself from AWP. So if you've actually looked at his channel, he did delete his channel. He took it offline, but he brought it back without any of the AWP videos or collaboration videos.
Okay.
So he took them all out. He purged his channel of AWP.
Wow. Were you surprised to hear this news today about the allegations and the charges that he's been indicted on?
I was surprised with the indictment. I'm going to be honest. I knew about the charges. He was upfront and told us in the beginning, not the beginning, but when he wanted to hire me on full time, he did bring that up, stating that there could be some things you might hear from other people, and kind of wanted to give me his little side of the story, which basically you reiterated with his emails that he wrote, because he basically said the same story he's feeding the alleged victim, or victim, I shouldn't even say that, to what stories he's feeding everybody else online is kind of the same story and fluff he gave me.
Wow.
And he kind of basically tried to spin it into the package was, it was a pattern of history where us as the older family members are trying to break this pattern, and he tried to spin it in a light that made him seem less guilty.
So he was open about this, telling people, it seems like with AWP and you people that came on.
Correct. I would say more open with the inner circle of AWP, yes.
Okay. Wow.
It wasn't like something he was saying to fans or writing back into random emails. It was, more personal and inner circles type of thing.
Wow. Did you have any, like, I mean, I told you, yeah, like the camaraderie and all that stuff was good. Did you see anything shady, or everything's just kind of, besides, like, yeah, I don't know, have you noticed any shady things, or specifically with Jared, or not really?
Well, honestly, it was more or less just, it was pretty much more financial. Like, he was a penny pincher. He was very frugal with his money. Other than that, he never showed any kind of signs of being a bad person or not treating others with kindness, whether it was random fans or, the waitresses at this restaurant or whatever. He was always treating people with kindness. And I never saw any red flags as to his personality or demeanor towards others, to be truthful, 100% honest with you.
Okay.
Right.
I was like, wow. The same bubbly person he is on camera. He really is that person off camera. He may drop a few curses or more jokes here and there, but he's pretty much the same person with the same goofy jokes on camera as he is off camera, except just being himself.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of shocked about all this. And it seems like some people did know, like you're saying, this is what this person is saying, and I feel bad for the person as well. And I can understand too how maybe they're afraid to kind of come and like even put their story out there, because I had seen some of the stuff with Sam, which seems like a really nice, genuine guy from the stuff that I saw, and he just didn't want to be a part of it.
He really is. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. He is 100% genuine, on and off camera, 24 hours a day. And it was very sad what Sam had to go through. It really was. Sam was a great guy.
Wow.
And he still is. I talk to him all the time. I got his number. We chat. He's a good guy. He's just trying to work on himself and get his life together where he wants to be.
Did you know about the whole, I don't know, whatever scam that was? It seems like he might have been running the pump and dump stock thing. Did you know about that or no?
No, any about the knowledge about that was either before my time or never brought up around me. And I had no knowledge or wind of it until just a few moments ago, actually.
All right. Anybody else have any questions before I let him go? And I'll reach out to you after too if you want to talk privately.
I do want to say that there is one person I'd like to thank she sent me a link for this live chat. I honestly had no idea about your channel, but Jen B, she's been really nice. Good friend of mine on Twitter. Send me a link, DM me your link. So.
Oh, thank you. Jen Bean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her Twitter handle is @JenBYO1.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Jen. DM me sometime too if you want. Yeah. If anybody has any questions,
another 4 more minutes. Yeah. Any
I know we gotta go. Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to answer.
Okay.
And if you want to sit down and talk a little further in the future, we can. This was kind of spur of the moment.
Yeah.
Just a thing that I could think randomly.
Yeah, me too. I normally don't like to do something like this on live first. I like to sit down, like you're saying. I like to sit down and talk with the person and kind of plan a couple of questions. But since we had you here and everybody's here, just to give a little insight. I I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave it here. And
Yeah,
I'm kind of
and
careful
it
with
was-
what I'm saying because legally, with these people, so.
Of course. No, and the reason why nobody's probably heard of me or my
Morning,
story is
Sam.
because I don't have a platform or YouTube channel like Sam did or does to be able to make a video or a response video to something, or it
Right.
was just something that I didn't have the opportunity or the chance to do. So I just figured I would just disappear into the depths of history and nobody would ever know about it. And that was fine with me until I saw that he was actually getting charged with this and that this is real. This isn't just some old story that people are bringing up old history. This is present. He is being charged today. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
So,
this is today. Yeah. I guess one final question, and I
President
think
should
you
be.
you kind of answered it, but somebody was asking if there's more victims. The person that said they allege that there is, like, in the family. I know the one thing you said was like he has said like they were having family issues and it was like something they're trying to overcome. Do you know if he had mentioned being other people or in general?
No, that I could say no from my experience, from what I heard, no. But from what history tells us is nobody just starts out with one and stops with one.
Right.
It's
Right.
It can't be. And again, it is allegedly, but I hate using that word because it implies that it may have not have happened. And
Oh, you say allegedly? Yeah, I know. I feel weird too, but like, because of legal reasons, the only reason I'm doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you coming on and giving us some of the feedback and kind of trusting me too to come on because I know you don't know what you're going to get on the
No
internet these
problem.
days.
Like I said, no, and I don't. And that's kind of what happened with Sam was he got hoodwinked. Somebody, recorded his
I
conversation
heard.
with knowledge and put a video out there. And that kind of hurt him because he's not that type of person. He's not vindictive. He's not trying to, hurt or ruin anybody in any way, shape, or form. He just wants to be left alone and do his own thing. And he thought he was just expressing his feelings and emotions, and it turned out that wasn't the case. So that was one of the reasons why I wanted to say something, because I personally, I don't care what people think about me.
Right.
Yeah,
don't.
I hope
Life's
they
too
do.
short for that. I wake up with a smile on my face and know that I'm going to do better for myself, and that's all that matters to me.
One more final thing too. Wendy's asking, are you doing well and working? Like, are you okay? Since, because you're not working with them anymore.
No, unfortunately, I'm unemployed at the moment. I may be contacting a lawyer to take legal action against Jared at AWP based on the contract employment agreement I signed, but I'm just trying to take stock of my position right now.
Okay. And is there anywhere people can follow you or reach out to you? Or do you have any kind of Twitter or something like that? Or?
I do have a Twitter and a YouTube, but I'm mainly active on Twitter. I only have like one video on YouTube.
Okay.
But yeah, it's my Twitter handle is my same YouTube handle. It's Anthony
Yes,
1994
sure, I
NY.
agree.
Anthony 1994 NY. I can find you.
Or NY. And then they could also
Oh, I
follow
see
me
you.
on YouTube
No,
as well if they'd
Chewy,
like.
I
It's a
just
cat?
I didn't see
And dogs?
this one, so
What's that, sir?
Is it a cat and like two dogs in the background?
Yeah. This is my homies, man. This is my homies.
All right, I'm gonna show them that. Yeah, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. One quick. I know you said you had to go. Somebody asked a great question though.
But
Did you have any
normally
thoughts
I
on the whole
am-
Kylie Rodney case and how it was handled, or anything with AWP and like how that all went down?
Well, I basically followed that case up until the point where they did the live stream saying we found her, there's more info coming. That's pretty much when I found out that they were no longer going to need my services and kind of
Okay.
fired me before I started. So I pretty much blocked all AWP channels and, wasn't interested in any of that because, to be honest, it hurt too much. I thought I should have been out there with them, but I wasn't. So it kind of just, I didn't want to see it because I wasn't there at the deal. So
Right.
I didn't really catch anything after the notice that they found her. I kind of, just put that in the back and tried to pass over all of it.
Okay. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it again. And I'll text. If this is your number, I'll just text you so you have my number in there. If you want to talk sometime, what I'm gonna try to do one of these days is familiarize myself with the history of AWP so I can actually have a better conversation.
And that was kind of why I wanted to call and give you just a little brief history of my experience with them and where I started, because I was only part of it for a couple of years. He's been doing it since, end of 2019. So he's been doing it for a while, and I just wanted to be a part of it until I found out the truth.
Right.
And, found out in time of what his true colors were and what kind of a person makes somebody put in their 2-week notice, quits a job, signs a non-disclosure agreement, signs contract agreement, doesn't call that person, waits for that person to call and say, hey, when's my travel details? Oh, by the way, you don't have a job. You know what I mean? What kind of person does that after when they're on camera saying, oh, they care about people, they're doing this because they care, blah, 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 all the BS he spills, but yet you would do this to somebody who's supposed to be an employee and
Anybody
be part
that
of the
would be
family.
trained in that would be like,
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense
ready
to me.
and willing to jump.
No, I agree.
at it,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's
Kind
kind
of
of
where I
weird
saw his true colors.
and interesting how things seem to be coming like full circle, kind of. I don't. It's crazy. It's horrible too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Anthony, man. Appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
No problem, Mel.
All right.
If you have any time later, reach out. I'll be
Yes,
more than
I
happy
definitely
to-
will. Thank you.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Wow. Feel bad for those guys.
And I'm going to keep this very short. This is the clipped version of the conversation I had with Kevin that used to work with AWP. And there were so many important things that we spoke about in this. One with pertaining to Doug Bishop. And I was on the fence about Doug because I wasn't sure if he knew or not. But after talking to Kevin, I believe Doug didn't know. And I also got an understanding of what Doug meant by when he spoke about the code. Kevin broke that down as well. And we just spoke about so many other things. So definitely check out the video. And it just a crazy situation for the alleged victims, but and also just people that didn't know, you know, coming to find out now. And I also spoke with Anthony again during the end of this live stream, which I believe we'll have more conversations about that. The people that I've spoken to seem from like the XWAP, people that work with AWP, it seems the ones that I spoke to so far seem very genuine. So yeah, hit like, subscribe, and here's the video. Okay, I think we have them. Let me just double check. Awesome.
Well, yeah, I bet they do.
Hi, how you doing? Let me put this switch.
I mean, the work that they were doing, they would have to
yes,
have
great. Thank you.
part, right?
Thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Let me try to get my camera.
Sure.
I just moved into a new place, so
Okay.
my place is bare, and I'm just unpacking it. It took me like half an hour when I saw that you were live, and I asked to come up, and you said, yeah, let me put a link. I just now found my camera.
Oh,
I can't move it either. It is what it is. That's where it's going to be. I just got a call from Sam, too, on the phone. So Sam and I, we're really good friends. For all the viewers, I don't know probably 90% of your viewers, but Sam and I are pretty tight. We're close friends, if you're wondering who I am.
Do you know Anthony, too?
Yeah, from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met Anthony in Tennessee.
Oh, okay. I've been talking to him a little bit on the phone. Can you tell us who you are? Honestly, this is my first time hearing about you, but everybody's like, yeah, Timmy's here, Kevin. I was like, oh, shit. Can you tell us a little bit of who you are and like how you became to be with AWP?
Yeah, so I was rarely ever on camera, and I wasn't with AWP nearly as long as Sam. In a short story, I'm an electrical engineer by trade, and the company I was working with wasn't doing too well when it came to how they treated people during the pandemic. So I've been saving up for a while and wanted to travel the country. So I sold everything I own. I built a van out with solar power and things like that, and I traveled the country building a YouTube channel. I wanted to have YouTube fund my travels throughout the country. So one thing, I was watching Adventures with Purpose probably for about 6 months before that. And this is back in November of 2020. And I got in contact with Jared, and I said, hey, listen, I'm a former police officer. I know you probably don't read all your emails, but if you're going to read one, let this be it. There's going to be some murder cases that you're rolling up on, and I want you guys to be able to have security or the know-it-all before a situation comes on. So I kind of gave him some advice. His response was to me and it was about 45 days later, hey, do you want to come on and be security? Like he didn't vet me or anything. He just said, do you want to come on and be security? So I said, yeah, I'm actually traveling the country, going to be here in March. So this is probably December, January. I said, in March, I'm leaving full-time to travel the country. I'm 100% going to be down with you guys. But I told Jared, I want to let you know that I'm going to ride your coattails and grab some of your subscribers, because he had like 900,000 at the time. I said, that's one of my goals, just to be completely honest with you. Serving, I was in the Coast Guard too, so I was in the military. I was a police officer, and now I'm an electrical engineer, but serving's always been a part of my life up until this career here. So I was really excited to serve in some form or faction. And the videos that I saw up to that time, it seemed like everything was not only on the up and up, but especially with Sam. My dogs are going crazy back here.
That's right.
You see him?
Thank you for your service. Yeah.
You're welcome. So I noticed, I knew that Sam was like my tractor beam to go help out, because he just was such a cool dude on camera. And I found out off camera he's no different. So I went out. I think my first time I met with them was in Sioux City, Iowa. Sam, if you can confirm or deny that. And it was a case that they didn't even film, or they filmed, but the audio went bad. They didn't find anything anyway. I have a video up of that tiny little montage video of me hanging out with them. Sam made a funny comment when I asked him. I was on camera saying, "What's your favorite part about doing all this?" And he's like, "Other than meeting you," and he gave a Sam laugh with a big smile. So at that trip, at the end of it, Jared, he's like, "Yeah, I want to invite you out to be full time with us whenever you can." He seemed like a cool dude, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." But that's when I told him I'm gonna try to ride your coattails a little bit and grab. My goal was 30 to 50,000 subscribers just to sustain my travels from YouTube, and he was all about it. And then I went on a Tennessee trip with them, and then another trip in Texas, like 3 or 4 different cases in Texas I did with them, and a few others after that.
So you weren't getting paid?
No, I was
100% just right. And you're
100% not getting paid. It was all voluntary.
Okay.
In Tennessee, Sam and I really started to become friends, because I think we were there for, I can't tell you how many days, but I know 70 plus cars were pulled out of the water, and we were spending time with each other from 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. And Sam and I jumped in the RV, kind of get some downtime. It was him, myself, and Doug. Sam and I were in the mid living area, and Doug was up in the passenger seat, just kind of chilling on his ramp. Hey guys, come on. So Sam and I started, just chatting, telling our life stories back and forth, and we found that our life. Hang on one second.
Very good. All right. I'm trying to, and you guys, if you have questions too, it's really hard for me to see the chat, but I'm trying to take notes of the questions you guys have while he's talking, and I'm trying to listen. Okay.
So Sam and I became good friends. We shared stories, and we recognized that our stories are pretty darn similar. So we had an instant kind of bond between friends. So to make a long story short, I noticed a lot of things behind the scenes that I was not comfortable with. I didn't discuss these with anybody. Dan and I had become good friends too, but not to the same level as Sam and I, because Dan's got a lot going on. He's a full-time student. He's working on his editing career, and he's got a business that he runs. But Dan and I met Dan's mom, and I told Dan, I said, Dan, you're the most mature 18-year-old I've ever met. So I actually look up to you. Because we've all made the mistakes when we were 18, 19, 20 years old. And he hasn't made any of those mistakes.
AR,
I even come close to him. That's just how well-rounded he is. So I didn't want to
say hello to.
be the new guy and bring up things that I was uncomfortable with to Sam or Dan, even though I was really good friends with Sam at that time. Still am. But Sam and I were always in contact, no matter what part of the country I was in. I'd go to his boat, hang out with him. My van actually got broken into in his marina. We actually had Jacob from Chaos Divers was good friends with us. So there's been this whole triangle that's been off camera that nobody knows about. And now that nobody's riding this train of Jared's great, Jared's good, we all knew and left for other reasons. Now that wasn't on the focus trail anymore, I think now I can probably speak my mind. So Jacob and I from Chaos Divers are really good friends too. I think we're getting back to being friends again. And that situation started with, I was in Illinois at Jacob's place, his house. And I was traveling the country. I'm going to come swing out to your area. I left Oregon, went straight to Indiana or Illinois. Hung out with him for a while and did some live streams on my channel and his channel. And on that trip, I was supposed to I don't want to say too much, but that's when I left.
Does that help at all?
Jacob, I was heading to Colorado to start the next trip with Adventures with Purpose. It was like a 90-day, 27-case trip or something like that.
You were working with him too, the Chaos Divers?
No, I wasn't working with him.
I said AR. I was frantically going through the chat trying to find a Billy because I worried that I didn't say hello to them.
Friends with him.
Okay.
But there are some live streams in some cases that I worked with him when I was out there, just because we were friends, and security is always needed. Especially one of the cases that we did was high probability of being a murder charge, and it was on 3 different county lines and 2 state lines, so we didn't know what law enforcement was going to take over it. And I got law enforcement background, so I knew he could have needed me if we found something and they had to direct some attention to law enforcement. So I left Jacob with Chaos Divers. Before I left, I had told him, and I hadn't even talked to Sam yet. And this is the next day is when Sam told me he was calling it quits with AWP on the phone. He told me that, and I was on the way to Colorado. So the day that I left Jacob from Chaos Divers, we had a conversation, and I had said to him some of the things that I was thinking. And one of the major problems I had is how Jared treated Jacob off camera. Off camera, he was very, very rude to Jacob, not only to his face, but 10 times fold more rude about Jacob behind his back. And Jacob at that time was a really good friend of mine. So I told Jacob, I had said,
can you give us some examples too?
Jacob's a very hardworking father, going through at that time or shortly before that some rough patches because he's a coal miner, and the coal mines were shutting down and laying off a ton of people. So Jacob's trying to balance taking care of his family, which is by far most important to Jacob. I don't want anybody to think that his family's not number one. If you do, you're absolutely incorrect. I've seen a lot of things on his chats back in the day, which is like, where's your wife? What's going on? There was some difficulties going on because of the money stresses. And Jacob has more of a passion than most anybody I know to go into waters and help families get answers. I don't think, and being a YouTuber, so if you combine all those together, I don't think anybody else has as much passion as Jacob from Chaos Divers, and Lindsay, his editor and camera person, who's a very good friend of his as well, and I became really good friends with her and her husband as well. So I told Jacob, listen, I'm concerned. I don't remember the exact conversation, but it went on something like this. Listen, I'm concerned about you and your direction, because Jared had just re-invited Jacob to start doing some cases with them. In the past, Jared had kicked Jacob out of hanging out with Adventures with Purpose for reasons that were basically just created in his own head, in Jared's own head. And he kind of took the route of, I'm king, I'm going to delete you from your career on YouTube. And then we had to go back to Texas because the case we were working in Texas, we didn't find anything. But then Jared noticed something on his dive sonar after the fact that could have been a car in the area we were at. So he did a live stream saying, we're going back. And Jared was very emotional on this live stream. He says, we're going back. And all of us, including Jacob, reached out. If you're going, let me know. If you need me, I'll be there. Everybody, 100% of everybody. Dan could not make it. He had prior obligations that he just could not get out of. So they needed a cameraman. Jared reached out to Jacob, who had said, if you need me, I'll be there. Even though those two were still, not cordial to each other. Do you want to come be my cameraman? So Jacob drove from Illinois to Texas, and we met up, and he was his cameraman for that time. That was Jared inviting Jacob back into the mix, I think. So I don't fault Jacob for anything. I think he's made 99% of the right decisions. I'm not going to go into the 1% of decisions he didn't do right, because there's no reason to paint a negative picture on a person who doesn't need it to happen to him. This is inside a very tight friends group. But it was manipulated by Jared. I'll say that much. It was manipulated that Jacob and I and Jacob and Sam would no longer be friends. And it worked. It didn't work between me and Sam, but it worked between Jacob and Sam and Jacob and myself. So Jacob went on these cases with him instead of us. We both quit. The day that, so now I'm in Colorado after I had a discussion with Jacob, keep an eye out, trying to protect you. The next day is when I was in Colorado waiting to meet up with these guys and living in a van, traveling the country, an RV. It's not it's a strict van, it's an RV. Sam had called me up and he had said, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm officially and indefinitely finished with it.
Okay, Texas.
But Sam and I already had conversations, so he didn't need to tell me why. And those conversations were about many topics. The least important topic, Sam let me know, his least important topic is the money.
Really?
Yeah, Sam's like, I really don't care about the money. I'm struggling like there's no tomorrow, but the money is least important to me. The most important thing to me is how these families are treated off camera. And that conversation with him and I the day before was, yeah, this is what I saw. Also, I didn't say anything to anybody. It wasn't my place. I'm brand new, not brand new, but I'm the new guy. It was just Sam, Dan, and Jared, and that was the threesome. We introduced me, which is 4, and 10% of the community had a problem with it, introducing somebody new to AWP. But even before they introduced me, I had a conversation with Jared and Sam, and I told them, I'm not a camera guy. I'm not looking to be on your camera. I'm security. I really need to be off your camera so people don't know who I am. The 900,000 people, in case there is some foul play going to be planned for the future, the least people who know who I am. But I'm going to ride your coattails. I'm going to stay with my YouTube channel. I'm going to grab 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers. So I was never on camera. I think I was on camera like 2 or 3 episodes, but very, very little. And that's the way we wanted it. So Sam called me up and he told me that he was leaving. I said, okay, I'm leaving too. So I just sent a text message to Jared. I didn't call him. I didn't do anything. Him and I have never been close anyway. There's a couple videos I did on my channel, behind the scenes stuff of just hanging out. I did one AWP behind the scenes, and then like maybe 3 or 4 videos of me hanging out with Doug, Jared, Sam. I did a lot of videos hanging out with Sam. So I was never really close to Jared anyway. I said, okay, I'm done with you. He's like, no, man. Sam was like, listen, all I care about is I don't want to be a part of treating families wrong. I don't want my face to be on AWP with the stuff that's probably going to come out in the future, meaning how they treat people behind the scenes in the camera.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Always interrupt me.
Okay, I like to let people, because I want to listen to, but because I hear sometimes what the internet saying, I think this is important. Because people are saying, they're like, oh, maybe Sam knew about all these allegations, or maybe other members. As far as you know,
no one knew.
Okay,
no one.
When you say no one knew, you're speaking for you guys, like at the time in the circle, right? You don't know about the new guys, or
I know. I'd never like to speak for anybody.
Okay.
So I'm going to exclude Doug Bishop out of this, because Doug and I've been to his house. I stayed the night at his house. I've hung out with him and his family. Doug and I, there's plenty of videos of me and Doug just cruising Oregon, looking at the sites there. I put them on video, a lot of Twilight locations and things like that, and the Shining locations. Doug and I had a falling out because of what happened next. So Sam told me he's not doing it anymore. Sam showed me the text messages. He actually sent me the text messages between him and Jared about the exit, or about the discussions that needed to be had. And it went exactly the way that Sam, I think he said in that video, that I've seen it months and months and months ago, or maybe a year ago. I didn't watch it when you were playing it because I was looking for this camera.
Yeah.
I think he said in that video that, where was I going with this?
we're talking about.
The picture. Yeah. So Sam said in a text message, there was many things said, but one of them was, hey, it's just not cool for you to put my face on things, and 1, not ask me permission, but 2, he's like, I'm starving out here, not making any money, volunteering all this time. Just a tiny little bit of the royalties of that. And Sam was talking like literally a percentage of just the stuff that his face was on. And the follow-up text was, I think it's time that you and I end this relationship. And I think the next thing from Sam was like, that's fine, or whatever. I don't really remember. So I had sent at that time a text message to Jared saying, I'm no longer going to serve as security.
Yeah, I think they need to add the chat to the TV app. Carlotta, I agree. I would watch on my TV a lot more.
No response. Never got a response.
The chat.
The response that we did get was a a community post on Adventures with Purpose's YouTube channel. And I'm sure that there's thousands of people out there who have screenshotted this, because it was taken down. And the reason why it was taken down is because I did a follow-up live to that post, and I held nothing back. I went full Irish ex-cop on this guy in my live stream. And that post pretty much said, I think the title of that post was in capital letters.
I do the same thing, except for I put the video on my iPad and
will no longer be with Adventures with Purpose or something like that. And it went on a long laundry list of things that Sam was doing wrong. Like he wasn't dedicated to YouTube.
Oh, he did that? I never heard about that before.
It was about a 4-paragraph. Wow. And it was also up on AWP's personal Facebook page. It was up on Doug Bishop's personal Facebook page. And it was a full-on bash of Sam, that he's not a moral person, that he's not motivated, he'll never make it as a YouTuber, that none of the advice that Jared has given him to become a successful YouTuber has been utilized by Sam to further his YouTube career. And it's very ironical, because at that time we had just gotten back from a long 90-day trip. It was in the middle of that 30 days before we left again for another trip. So instead of Sam putting up videos and doing YouTube, he went home for that month out of 7 that he had 1 month out of 7 to be free. to spend with his family. So he spent time with his family. So they took it upon them to bash Sam for not being the super entrepreneur and take all that free time he has and ride this big wave of success that Jared has taught him on AWP. Now, Doug Bishop's not in the picture yet. He's still with Elite Towing Company and working with them. Doug's not a certified diver, nor was he a part of AWP besides, bringing the tow trucks out at that point. So after that, and I deleted this live. I now wish I wouldn't have deleted this live, but the only reason why I did this live was to have AWP take down that post on the community tab because it was all about bashing Sam. That was my only goal. So since he put up this bashing Sam community post, I did a live, and I think I had 1,000 people watching, which I'm usually getting 100 to 300. I did this live stream, just debunking all of the things said about Sam in this community post. And I think it lasted for about an hour or 2 hours. And I went down list for list in that post to the community tab, how they're absolutely wrong about Sam. And within 30 minutes, that post was removed off YouTube. And the reason why it was removed is because 2 reasons. And I know Sam, it's gonna be difficult for you to hear. But the main reason why that post was taken down was because the amount of negative comments they were getting. And he probably had a team of 5 people just deleting posts. And they were all about, so Jared didn't make AWP happen. Sam did. Sam and Jared. So Jared, if he went on his own and he was always doing it by himself, he probably would have had success, but not as astronomical and as quickly as he did. Sam coming on and being Sam and solving cases with Jared, everybody fell in love with Sam. There is no doubt that Sam's genuine to everybody who watches Adventures with Purpose before he left. There's always been doubt from people if Jared's genuine. And that's just because you can't hide from people who you truly are. It'll come out. Personality-wise. I'm not talking about
my husband could sleep through a train going through the house.
So he was getting overloaded with negative comments about Sam's the real deal and you're not. So they deleted the post. And that was my goal. So I decided to remove my live because I don't want to tow around with me my positive YouTube career, which is traveling the country, living in a van, seeing all the sites that people can't see. I'm going to take you guys with me. I don't want the coattails of me towing around negativity with AWP. Just deleting trash off my channel. Now I kind of wish I wouldn't because there's a lot that was said inside that.
So you completely deleted it. It's not like you privated it or unlisted.
No, I knew if I privately or unlisted it, that I'd probably put it back up. And at that time, my goal was just to stay positive and don't have any negativity in my life or traveling with the country with people following me along. Because I would always have comments about AWP if I would left it up. And I didn't want that.
Okay.
So Jacob went on this trip. And I can't speak for Jacob, and he's never told me anything, but I will bet my next 2 paychecks that Jared said to Jacob on that trip, if you're friends with Sam and Kevin any further here, I'm not going to promote your channel. And Jacob put a lot of work in helping them out. What Jared doesn't know, and if you're watching,
probably watching.
I'm finding out right now. Yeah, you're gonna find out now. Jacob's knew all of the propaganda you were gonna fill his brain with beforehand, and only thing that was concerning Jacob moving forward, doing those cases with you, was 1, helping families, and 2, building his channel so he could feed his kids. I'm not going to speak for Jacob, but and Lindsay, bless her heart, who's a cameraman and editor for Chaos Divers, she doesn't have a filter, and she's went straight up to Jared's face and told her what she has thought of him during that trip. And if you ever get a chance to bring Lindsay up here, she'll probably tell you herself.
She didn't like him at all then. Jared.
She tolerated him for the success of Chaos Divers. And I'm going to reiterate, if anybody wants to think negative about Chaos Divers or anything like that for some of the things I'm saying, Jacob's main concern is always feeding his family during a time where he really needed that, and 2, helping families. So go show him support. Don't put him in the same spectrum of the money-making scheme. So I can shift into that real quick. The money.
Yeah, let's talk about it. The money-making scheme.
Oh my gosh.
So you weren't there, like once Doug came on, you guys were already gone.
Yeah, we left. I'm trying to remember the months. Maybe March of 2020. No, I can't remember.
It's like a small community. What you guys do, like search people, divers, like or like YouTube community kind of thing.
What? Ask the question again.
Is it like a small community of you guys? Like a lot of you kind of talk. Like it's like these other channels that I've seen. And I know Chaos, but like, let me see what I can pull them up real quick. The Nug person, Nug Experience with Nug, Adam Brown Adventures, Depth of History. Do you know those people personally too, or just heard of them?
There's a 2-part answer to that question. Yes, in the beginning, all those channels were there in Tennessee.
Oh,
I can't tell you why they distanced themselves and weren't a tight-knit group anymore. But after the Tennessee trip, I haven't spoken, seen, or heard of from Nug. I haven't spoken and seen or heard of from Britt, who owns what was it? I forget his channel name. Depths of History. But they just kind of cut their ties in with their own direction. They weren't interested in riding the coattails of AWP. So we kind of were, and then just me and Sam and Dan. The money.
Yeah, let's talk about the money. Curious because a lot of people were wondering and asking about that, and they sent me a bunch of questions too. But
in in Tennessee.
Oh, really, Jilly? I love when
everybody was staying in a hotel minus myself because I have 2 dogs and I live in a van. I'm not going to pay for a hotel room when I already have my house with me. Sleeping in the parking lot, being security for them in the parking lot with all their equipment and everything like that. So Jacob was there. I was there. Adventures of Purpose, Sam, myself. I remember going into the hotel room where Jared was, and we were having a discussion. He was editing a video. And without even me asking, we were just talking about analytics when it comes to YouTube, how to make better content, how to do this, how to do that. And the conversation got immediately shifted somehow into how much you can make on YouTube. And this is when they were at 900,000 subscribers. And I remember thinking this when he had told, I'm going to tell you what I thought first. I'm going to tell you what he said. I thought, why would anybody give me that amount of personal information? If I'm not family, right, nobody should know this. And what he told me was, I'm going to pay $300,000 in taxes this year. That's how much money I'm making.
Wow.
And that's at 900,000 subscribers. Later on these trips, I heard many conversations about making $200,000 to $500,000 a month. Now they're at 1.2 million, 1.5 million or whatever subscribers. And this is all allegedly. Right, I don't have any sheets or numbers to prove all of this. I'm just saying from what came out of somebody else's mouth into my ear. And when I heard that, I'm like, why are we even doing live streams with monetization on? Not monetization, but super chats and things like that. Why do you still have a memberships tab? But I think different than entrepreneurs. I think just make enough to be happier than making as much as you can and being less happy. So that's when the merchandise started really pouring out. And I went to Jared's house, and the first thing that he kind of bragged about when I was there was his garage. He no longer put his cars in his garage. It was just clothing line after clothing line and merchandise completely filling his garage. So I kind of make a joke at him, and he got mad at me. I said, you got to change your name to Adventures with Surplus. And I said, because this is ridiculous. You're selling boats, you're selling t-shirts, you're selling. I'm like, he's like, man, I just got to make as much money as I possibly can. No, it's a business. I'm like, I don't disagree with you. I've never been a businessman, so I don't have any drive to. I'm like, I don't know how you handle all this, making t-shirts and designing and things like that. So one thing I'll give Jared, when he's motivated, he'll do what it takes. But his motivations are not the same as kind of people I hang out with. He's motivated about making, being a millionaire. One conversation him and I had was, I asked him what his goals are for moving in the future. And I was thinking more on, do you want to stop diving and have a team, a bunch of people doing the camera work, where you're just collecting a paycheck? And I told many people this. I said, before you started seeing Jared not being as much on videos, I told a ton of people this. Because they asked, why isn't Jared on camera much anymore? I said, he's probably doing the perfect business model. He is setting the future up where he can just sit back and collect a check. That is what you do, what your goal is for running a business. Unless your goal is vanity and you want to be on TV all the time and be the hero all the time. I know that financial freedom was more of a motivation than vanity for Jared, but vanity is still a thing for him. So when I called him Adventures with Surplus, he kind of got mad at me and things like that.
Next year we're done with it. I
started seeing more and more live streams of, hey, we're broken down here, or we need new tires. One of my big one was when we went back to Texas on that trip to do a follow-up because we missed something on radar or sonar. The live stream was, please donate. We need $8,000 for this trip. And I already knew when he had said that, I had said, come on, you're making like 200, 300 grand a month.
Wow.
I said, come on. And I think I remember myself thinking, I might have a discussion with him because I have no negative feelings against Jared this time. I just think his business model, I'm more about just say the truth on camera. Because it's always, if you're saying something on camera, it's going to come back and bite you. That's why everything I'm saying right now is truth. I mean, if I were to make some stuff up, I'm fully aware that it's going to come back to bite me. So I remember telling myself that I wanted to have a conversation with, be like, you got to lean back on stuff like, please help us out, because someday somebody's going to put up your taxes. Yeah, if they put up your taxes, crazy. We can pull anybody's taxes.
Right, yeah.
If they put up your taxes, your channel's done and things like that. So the money hasn't been a problem since before I got there. Put it that way. Has never been a problem. I've seen wads of cash in glove compartments.
Wow, but they're putting it out, or he was putting out kind of like, we need this, we need that, we need help with this, help donate, whatever, pushing it. It's always been like that, I guess. But he's been fine. They're making a lot of money.
He was making a lot of money.
He was.
Else,
right.
Anything.
Because your work there, Sam's work there was just volunteer. It wasn't like...
I never discussed it with everybody else. I didn't find out that Sam wasn't getting paid until Sam started having discussions about his uncomfortability with AWP. That's just not... And there's so much more for two guys who become friends to talk about besides money and things like that. Sam's a minimalist. He's a huge minimalist. I'm a just as large minimalist as he is. Just and I can promise you that the conversation about money between me and him probably has never happened or will happen, besides when he was telling me the reasons why he was leaving AWP.
It's like that. They're a way smaller scale, though.
Questions. Let's bring up the questions here, and then I can lead into how Doug and my thoughts on him.
Yeah. So I've had people tagging me on Discord, and the chat I've missed a lot of. If mods can take screenshots and send it to me, that'd be great because I can't follow the chat. And please, by the way, too, if you guys can go support Nomax channel, I'll put the link. I added it to the description, but I'll put it again in the chat, and I also put these other guys too. If you could just go support these other channels, if you're upset or you're pissed or you feel some type of way or whatever, you want to find other channels, take the time, whether it's now or after the stream, just go to my description
real quick.
Oh, all right.
Yes.
My channel's done. I'm back into the workforce now.
Oh, you're not. Oh, okay. It's just
yeah. So I'll do future videos of. I'll do 2 or 3 trips a year.
Okay.
And I'll put those videos up. Maybe a few live streams. But
okay, just for
if
fun.
you guys are going to sign up to my channel and you're looking for content. It's going to be probably 4 times a year.
Okay. So we have him. We do have Chaos is in there too. Nug Exploring. And I heard a lot of people were in the chat. By the way, thank you for coming by. Nug Exploring with Nug, Adam Brown Adventures, Depths of History, Dirt Water Divers, and Georgia River Boys. Okay, so let me get to some of the questions, and then we'll get into Doug after that.
I know that really is.
Somebody was asking about the email exchanges. You wouldn't have seen that though because you weren't there with the company at the time. This was February 2022, I think. So the email exchange. I don't know if you heard all the alleged email exchange between his cousin and him.
I actually heard about it from watching your videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So Sam called me up and said, "This is, I don't know, a few days ago or Friday or something." Like that. He's like, "I just want to let you know this is what's going on." And I'm like, "Dude, that's messed up." So I said, "You know what, Sam? I'm gonna go research it and let's talk again." And the first video that popped up when I searched YouTube for it was yours. So I just decided it was like an old live stream or a live stream that was already done.
Yeah.
And you gave a very in-depth of everything like there or on those emails, and I was blown away.
Yeah, it's crazy. Thank you.
Because Sam's sister actually was part of Jared pranking Sam.
So let me correct that. It is. Well, let me just hold on because I was texting Jessica about this because she was talking about it because people were saying that she was the one that was there in that video, and I don't know if that's the sister you mean.
No,
but okay,
no,
it's not. It's somebody else. It's another. Trying to find
a sister or cousin or something like that.
Yes,
I've never met her.
Right.
But I know that when Sam called me up and told me that prank was going on, he's like, "Yeah, it's like Jared's cousin or sister or something like that." It's my birthday, so my mom's texting me, blowing my phone up.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, this is what she sent me. I'm not sure if you can see that.
I see the dog, and it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, I found
inappropriate.
I found the text. Let me just for all the people that have been wondering about this, because I've seen messages and all this stuff. Okay, that's my little sister Rochelle.
Yeah, 100% correct. I remember that name now. 100% correct. Yeah.
Right. Rochelle is her younger sister. It's Jessica's. Rochelle is our younger. Okay, Rochelle is our youngest sister, and so that's her name, Rochelle. And Jessica was pretty pissed off because I don't think she even knew about this. And I haven't seen the video. It was on another channel. They were talking about it, but like they set up this prank to prank Sam, and Sam is or was, I know he was in a relationship or married to somebody. Still is. And they were trying to like set him up. I guess it was kind of funny, but like she had this girl trying to flirt with him and do whatever, and I don't know. They were pretty pissed off about that. But so everybody's clear. That's not Jessica. That's another sister. Somebody asked here, did Jared force them to change how they edit videos for YouTube channel, referring to the style change in TV production? That again, you weren't there for that. The new
I was there for a lot of the. So every case that I was on, they were filming, and a lot of the direction from filming is grab this, grab that, get that shot. You know, towards Dan. I've only known Dan as the cameraman.
Okay.
I did one video with I can't remember his name. Not Carson, the other guy. Anyway, one video with him. So Dan's the only person I know, but I remember a lot of direction, like, you know, grab this person crying, grab that person, you know, grab this police car coming in, grab, you know, a lot of the dramatic things about it. And you guys understand that Jared only knows one style of YouTube, and that's because he came from the Patty Mayo channel, where he was doing the editing and filming for Patty Mayo, and all of that was 100% false drama. You know, it was just, it wasn't even meant to be come across as true, but just funny and dramatic, which are like police cases and things like that.
Okay.
So Jared, he brought that into his AWP filming style, which is a reality channel that's not false, but he brought that into it. So yes, I'm not going to speak for Dan, nor will I ever.
Okay.
But I 100% know that the workload that Dan was taking on played a part in him leaving. Just a part.
All right. Next question. I saw they're asking in the chat. We're going to watch Josh. I don't know, because I don't know if he's cool with us playing it, or maybe I'll just send people there after. I don't know if he's all right with that, and I don't want to like have issues on YouTube. So we'll see. We're still going to do all the questions and everything. Towards the end, we'll figure out if we're going to do it or not. And if anything, I'll just put his link and I can direct everybody over there.
Josh is a good dude. I've met him a couple times, and there's no bullcrap with him either. He's just a good family man.
Okay.
So I would ask people not to put Josh in the same. Don't bundle him with the crap that's going on.
He made apparently he's premiering a video where he's resigning AWP. That's what I heard.
Josh is a moral person, 100%.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right, next question, and this is kind of answered already, but it said, were they compensated for the work they did with the AWP brand? I know you weren't. It was just volunteer mostly, and Sam too. But was Dan paid?
Dan was paid.
Okay.
So nobody was paid besides Dan before we left. Everybody was paid after we left. So everybody who took our positions over was compensated.
So people they're asking too, what was the NDA about? So I'm assuming that you didn't have to do any of that because you weren't contracted on, right? But do you know about the NDAs, like what they weren't supposed to say or allowed to talk about?
Before we left, or how they are funded now, or how they run business now?
Then
there was no NDAs that I knew of before I got there.
Oh, okay. Because I've heard Anthony talk about it. Like they had these non-disclosure agreements where they're not allowed to talk about certain things.
So people who join up to hang out with us for a couple of days, they've got probably NDAs that they had to sign because that they don't want to release information before AWP had an opportunity to release it. Because I was even told during doing my videos on my channel, I'll give you a date you can release the footage that you're editing for your channel.
Okay. Let me go to the next one then. Somebody asked what the work dynamic was like, but I think you kind of spoke on that.
It was split. It was split between a lot of just having fun and free willed, to, the opposite. It was split, but there's a lot of people that were involved, and depending on it was all business when we were doing stuff. It was all business, and it should have been. And then during the off times, it was a lot of hanging out and just being guys.
Let me see. I had another thing here. Okay, I don't know if you know anything about this. It says, ask Sam and Dan about the uber awkward and fake candlelight vigil for Bill Simmons that Jared orchestrated and didn't stick around for. You know anything about that? I don't know.
I actually, when I worked the Bill Simmons case for them, it was a multi-day case, a multi-week case, I believe. And the day that I had to head back to Ohio, because I think I had another month of work before I was putting my notice in. I came back and they were working a helicopter case too. They wanted to see a helicopter in the water. They actually found Bill that time. And I'm really glad that I wasn't there for it, because talking to people who were locals there, that are friends of mine, they said it was a complete debacle behind the scenes. A lot of phony fake stuff going on.
Another question that just came through, and the previous question that was from PS, so thank you for that. And for somebody on Discord, I forgot. Laura P says, question for Kevin. I've heard at least one incident of family not allowed to take their mics off when loved ones were being recovered from water. Had you witnessed that?
I have not. I did not witness that. I never even saw the families get mic'd up. I think that was a new thing after I left, because I didn't notice that some families were wearing mics. But when I was there was no mics on anybody. It was just, this is before he bought a whole bunch of equipment though too. There was just some high definition microphones on the camera with directional zoom and stuff like that.
Okay. Miss Norma wants to know, ask Sam and Dan how they felt about Jared using the Leach family. And somebody asked that, why did AWP stop the Randy Leach search? You know anything about that?
I can speak on that a little bit. I know that Jared's wife, this just comes from Jared, so I never spoke to his wife or met her. She had a problem with them taking on known murder cases or high probability murder cases. She just wanted him to stick to search and recovery for questionable ones. So yeah. Okay.
Chris was wondering, did they donate any money to families? I guess, Jared, do you know of any? Is that something they would do sometimes? Or?
I never witnessed that.
Okay. Let me see. Anything else, chat? ACSH says, Kevin, thank you for your insight on what you do. We appreciate it. I personally will be following your channel in the future.
Ever donate to them?
Chris,
we already answered. He didn't give Sam any money, Jared, that I know of.
So the excuse, I was part of the excuses. Okay. I remember seeing the correspondence between Sam and Jared. The excuse was, I pay for everything. I pay for
really don't know, you don't really know if anything happened to his own kids.
I pay for the gas. I pay for your food while we were out. You don't have to pay a dime while we're out. And I give you knowledge on how to be successful on YouTube per our agreement. Why would I give you anything more than that?
Okay. I guess let's talk a little bit about, one more. Let me slip in there to another one. Was all the equipment purchased, or was it donated, or was it like part and part probably? Or
there's a ton of donations. The RV was purchased.
AR.
The trailer, I believe, was first one was purchased. Maybe the second one was donated. I don't know, or parts of it. But there's been, I don't know any numbers, but there's been hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of donations when it comes to either super chats or
Morning Cringe. Do you guys want to finish this all? There's still
like another one here.
40 minutes left of it.
So Fresher said in the chat, AWP has sued before for reward money. Have you heard about them suing for reward money before?
Yes, and I knew before I came on. So this is how much I know about that style that he carries. I came on here knowing there's probably a great chance he's going to try to sue me for things I'm saying here.
You think over here, even just being out here on the street?
I hope so.
Oh shit. Wow.
If he wasn't under indictment,
I think
do this, I think he would come after me for defamation.
Just like the family didn't listen to the cousin and the sister or whatever. Could you imagine if that was your dad, that high profile and what he does and everything? Could you imagine the fear of outing that? Your dad's made out to be this big hero. So they would probably be afraid to even come forward. Like no one would believe them.
Character.
Wow.
But I'm not speaking anything. Everything's alleged, and I'm not speaking anything true. 100% truth. I have no documentation, nor will I provide any. I'm just telling you what I was a part of and what I heard other people say. I was a cop for a very long time. I know I'm way inside my rights to just talk.
Right. There was another one I saw.
I kind of agree, Cringe.
Do you know if they?
It's a lot. We can always come back. Maybe just cover something else for a minute. Okay, this is Fire and Moon. Let's do Fire and Moon, because now's a good time for us to have a little palate cleanser.
He walking fast too, like
that nigga said, keep up, bitch. Stop playing. Man, that nigga, he might be.
This dude is so high.
I ain't finna wait to 5%. I'm too damaged, I ain't trying to be a 7.
See, Tara, and how scary would that be if you're his kids, you know?
Well,
and
man,
then
if
you
I
have
remember
kids and you find this
Foodie
out.
beauty video, it's apparently a couple of vlogs.
I had to skip where they was just fucking driving for a fucking minute. They was just...
Yeah, this bitch probably going. And just for also the viewers, man, we not gonna stop, man. We gonna keep giving y'all what y'all want, man. Whatever y'all want, we do. We just get frustrated with this bitch. But let's get started. Man, fuck this computer, bro.
Okay, I gotta stop it here. You guys, when we played this yesterday, I cracked up. And I haven't heard anybody else say it, but this part cracks me up so much because she points like over his head to this skinny, tall tower. And then she points over her head to the chubby, big ball, shorter one. And it just cracked me up. It was like her and Salah.
Yeah.
There are 3 towers. The thin one here is for electricity only. This one here holds up to 1 million gallons of water. So it's a water tank only. And this one is where we're going to go.
He's trying to show the tank, bitch. Get out the fucking way.
We're going to go in this one here. Then we're going to go. There's a bunch of cafes, restaurants, touristy things. We can see all of Kuwait at the very top. Yeah.
Good morning, PR.
This fucking shit, man.
You know, we might as well be happy for the bitch. But this is what you gonna be doing, man. This is what you gonna be doing. We might as well say we might as well go and be happy for the bitch. If you kill you, look, we ain't got shit to do with it, bitch. It's on you. Congratulations. You out there, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck if you scare your ass blind or not. I don't give a damn about either which one.
Got you walking and drinking.
Yeah, he got you walking, drinking carrot juice. Look like a good fucking guy to me. Look like, I ain't gonna lie, look like a good guy to me. He done took your nasty ass. You done found the perfect nigga. I don't even know what you found this. You had to go out there to find him. And he make little booty music and you support him too.
I don't know if this is his too.
I don't know. I can't even, I'm sorry. I can't identify. I can't get jiggy with this shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That was located in Quinton City, overlook, or whatever. Go see whatever she said. That's great. It's nice. Real nice. She couldn't say shit, though, like, they couldn't
This
talk.
bitch is throwing it all the way. Fucking thank God.
Fire
Yeah, I
and
ain't gonna
moon,
lie.
AR.
Our prayers have been fucking answered on some weird shit.
This
On
is
some
'cause
weird
we're-
shit. I think it's over with, guys. This shit is a wrap. At least for 4 to 5 months. Because
That's
one
why
thing
I
gonna happen.
find
Either he
this
gonna break,
hysterical.
she gonna break, or if it work, it worked. Look.
I saw her in her community post that she tried to make an excuse as why they're like so awkward with each other because you know in Islam they're not supposed to show public affection. But I've seen Muslim couples who without showing public affection look more connected than this.
Look,
They look like
just give them some fucking time. Give them some time. They only been there for 48 hours. Okay, they only been there for 48 hours. But look, I thought the nigga would have ran away or something. That's what it seemed like would have been. Whatever he playing in, look, he got the bitch drinking carrot juice and shit.
Good morning, Arrow.
She didn't finish it, but you know, she gonna starve regardless. She got to sneak food or something. She not gonna be able to do the same shit. This nigga got on a tight rope. This is good for her. He might teach her some discipline.
See, it's very picturesque up here. Gorgeous views. So gorgeous.
She already looking pale and malnourished.
Having this fucking music.
Six, does he ever show
I ain't gonna lie, she
the
changed
girl,
it up for that one though.
Yeah.
She changed it
the
up for
girl
that
that's
one.
always talking in the background? Does he show her ever?
I don't want to talk to these
Look at her
bitches.
waddling in the back. Look at her shadow.
120
You know the funny thing is, he probably don't want no public affection though.
Yeah.
He probably don't want no public affection. I don't know if there's a lot of there or not
It's
over
not.
there, but I don't think he want that anyway.
That's how you got
Look at his
he's
head,
using
it's
it as
like-
an excuse.
Yeah, carrot
Like
juice, bitch, get this
tilted
together.
back,
He go,
his eyes
I ain't gonna
are
lie,
half
he might turn her up.
closed.
What if he turn her up, y'all? No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think she got an energy to stick with it. But look, this is her for the next 2 or 3 months, man.
I'm surprised she's walking. He got her walking.
Well, yeah, he said, go, bitch, move.
What's the I say?
It's moving here.
No, this is moving.
All moving. All this part is moving. Yes, all.
I would have
This
been
is gonna be
scared that
boring
that
as
thing
hell,
would have
y'all.
got caught in there and she'd have gone
Yeah,
down.
no, Kuwait it looks pretty cool, but
Yeah, it's moving.
man, that nigga is a good nigga,
Like,
bro. I
why
ain't gonna lie, look like
black?
he's a good nigga, bro.
They're in the heat
She
there.
nasty, bro. Look, even if he's scamming her, he still got her on a tight rope right now. She drinking carrot juice.
I don't
This is
know,
good for
Sherry,
her, y'all.
from what I've
I'm not
heard,
gonna knock it if it look like it's working. Look, make sure, man, keep her on the diet.
From what
So,
I've heard, people were like, suggesting that he, find a job and take a bus to work. He doesn't want to take a bus. People were suggesting he walk to the grocery store. He doesn't want to walk to the store. Basically, it was like a very entitled attitude that he had last night.
Salad. So, my fault. Let me stop playing with your name, bro.
Moving slowly.
Salah. Yeah. Let me stop playing with your name, bro. Because you
So you
a nice
see,
nigga, bro.
like
You better
around
than
us.
90.
Not outright Tara, but Salah kind of said something to the effect that she will see more and more, like as they get to know each other better, whatever. which totally floors me, because isn't the time to get to know your husband before you marry him? Like, it sounds so crazy to me for them to say that. They're getting to know each other, but you already got married. Like, I mean, allegedly. But that just kind of, I thought, was odd.
9% of niggas, 0.8.
Is that the food? Of course they buy.
Yeah, he finna. He
That's where he got the carrot juice from.
Yeah.
Then he's like, let me go buy you.
Yeah, bitch, come here, get this. See, this what you need.
And they got Sprite right next to it.
Bitch, I wish she look at this Sprite like, bitch, I wish you would.
You're getting this one.
She's like, yeah. Bitch, drink it like you like it too.
No, AR. There's a tower here. It's called the Bicentennial Tower. And I'm sure it's nowhere near as high as that. But I feel like it's swaying when I'm up on the top. We've gone up there, and I feel like the whole thing is just swaying back and forth. It's not, but that's what it feels like.
You be making people think I don't feed you every time some food comes up.
No, I'm talking about traveling.
Oh, all right, because people talking about feed her.
Exactly, Tara. Yep.
It just looks like a really nice place to be. I definitely do.
Yeah, it's cool. This bitch is boring.
Oh,
though.
She could
wow.
She don't have nothing no more, bro. He done took her identity real quick. It was a good identity to take, though. Maybe he gonna straighten her out, bro.
Be safe.
More fucking music.
But this shit, look, y'all.
I'm drinking a lemon
You like, bitch, stop playing with me. Don't.
Lemonade slush.
Now she was doing too much. Now she was doing too much right here. She was savoring the fuck out. He was like, one slush, bitch. She was like, oh my God.
That's the last time she gonna get
something. Like, hey, you get one slush there. The only reason why, so your ass don't go in the shop.
You can put a coin in here and...
No, bitch, for real? Okay.
I bet Pete's watching this, man.
Pete's over there sharpening this fucking knife against a pony. This one little pony, man.
It could have been me.
No, he's sharpening the pony hooves up. Oh, shit. Oh, he brushing his hair.
Hey, where did our drinks go? They're moving on their own.
Bitch, he just said that 2 minutes ago. She don't have nothing no more, but your YouTube
I'm
over
scared
with, bitch. It's over with. We're gonna try to keep you in here a little bit longer, though. I ain't gonna lie, I think she was capping when she said you could see all the Kuwait from there, though. Is Kuwait small?
I don't know. You see
I thought Kuwait was big. All that desert they had in that long ass bread.
I mean, that you can see pretty. You can see a lot. So
That's a lot, but like that's like saying I can see New York City. That ain't all of New York City.
Well,
wow,
is Kuwait small? Because that's small if you can see it from
You
there.
need to tell us how you know.
I mean, compared to Canada and United States, I'm sure it's...
Oh, I get. Is Kuwait like a... Damn. Y'all don't think I don't know shit. Is Kuwait like a state or something? Or like, is it a country?
Somebody said it was near...
Oh, be safe,
No, it's not a
Erwin.
country, but it's definitely
In
not a
fact,
country.
I was reading that they called off the search for Quinton Simon's body in the landfill because of the weather.
Like Iran and Iraq.
Damn, bro, we having brain farts. We can't do this.
Yeah,
bro.
I think it was near Iran. It's near Iran and Iraq. Syria. That's
Man, look, I think she capping though. Somebody need to tell her. I think she capping. She's just saying stuff now. Guys, this is a wrap, son. She's over with. This is what I thought was gonna happen. She might disappear on us, bro.
She's not gonna disappear. She's trying to make a couples channel. She already explained this before she got
Bruh, ain't nobody finna be watching that shit. Man, hold up, y'all. Look, if we'll watch the couple, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If this bitch gonna be doing this Bob Ross shit forever, man, it's a rap. Well, it's not a rap. We do what y'all want, but. Man, shit. Stay like this. Technically, the bitch been changed for a minute. Enough for me to stop fucking with her just a little bit. Like, just shit, man.
What is it? Oh, okay, it's a business building.
I know.
They are so fucking boring.
Nice.
Oh, you mean instead of the dog with kitty?
Sure. As a show, man, I ain't gonna lie. If this was a fucking cartoon, man, I wouldn't like this nigga. I prefer Natter, bro. I ain't gonna get that shit. That nigga had her off on coke, rolling around and shit.
They just met, so he might be.
Man, that nigga ain't finna throw no coke at her, man. He look like
I'm sure Natter didn't throw coke at her the first date.
Man, Natter put a coke. He put some coke under her nose for her. Take this, fat bitch.
It's so hot in Kuwait that you need somewhere air conditioned to hang out. So you need a whole bunch of malls to hang out in.
Everywhere you will find the AC.
I like how she's not wearing makeup no more. He tell you stop wearing makeup?
He should start wearing that
I
shit.
hope so.
Or did she eat her lipstick off?
Tara.
No, she ain't got enough. She only
those three have. I mean, I can't believe I'm defending them, but they have stuck by her through everything. So for her to let him, be like that with him, that's awful.
No, he don't. That's why he got her on his diet. But he gonna fix her up. It seemed like. Salah might want to fix her up, y'all.
Yep, we can do that, PR.
That might be the unpopular opinion, but I think he might be trying to fix her up, man. He got in the video.
She's just so happy she got a man, though.
She happy as hell. But
How giddy her eyes are.
I can't knock nobody being happy, man. If she happy with it, he happy with it. Fuck it. I'm happy for him. Fuck it. 2 tears in the bucket. Look, now the bitch go back to being nasty. We on that ass.
I wonder what's gonna happen when she come back from Kuwait.
Now if that bitch get back on that coke and all that shit, we on that ass.
Greenie.
But yeah, we on that ass. But Bob Ross, bitch, look, I can't just you doing all this slow ass Mother Teresa acting ass shit. I can't keep fucking shit like that. I let y'all do what y'all do. I'll see y'all when y'all fuck up. That's the type of nigga I am. Oh god. I don't even think she know what he fucking said. She laughed that hard.
Honey, I think we should start a new life on the sea. What do you think?
Oh, why not?
Who? Salah or this guy, Fire and Moon?
She's talking about, she said, honey, I think we should start a life under the sea. And he was like, oh, why not? And then she said something, then yalla. And he said, let's get started. Shit funny.
I think he didn't think that shit was funny. He was just like, okay, bitch, you're not funny.
She has said to, she's made comments about how much she's doing and walking and all that. You guys know she's not going to be able to keep up with that.
Yeah. Okay. And this walking of Kuwait hours.
I feel like I'm on a boring ass field trip.
And many business requirements. That's tower also.
Is this it?
Okay, they finna eat.
We go to see
man, I want to see her plate. That's what we need to get to.
He walking fast too, like
that nigga said, "Keep up, bitch, stop playing."
Yes,
man,
that's what I was saying earlier, Greenie. Like he sits there with like this big grin on his face, and then as she's talking, his face gets more and more like cold looking.
Like, you know, he make her eat fish too.
I ain't gonna lie. Since she on the fucking diet, he was like, "No, the Burger King was a farewell," but that's why he enjoyed it.
And that's why he didn't.
That nigga said, "Look, bitch, I'm gonna give you one more. Enjoy your last piece of dope, bitch, cause this finna be over with." He was happy as fuck. Look, I thought that nigga was a feeder, man. Now that bitch got on a diet. Man, congratulations, Salah. Congratulations too, bitch. You did something most niggas would die from. Most niggas would be dead now. You a lucky motherfucker. I give it to you.
Warm bread. Oh my gosh, that's warm.
Right, Jelly. I'm shocked that she's kept it up this long.
And I ain't fried. And if they split it, let's see if they split it. Let's see if they split it.
This fish, grilled by oil and lemon.
That's the whole lemon in that bitch.
Yes.
Rice and tahini.
Oh, look, he might be overdoing it though. Let's see who got the portion.
So one fish for each.
You know she's upset she has brown rice and not white rice.
He might be giving her a little bit too much rice, but I think
that is a lot of rice.
That is a lot of rice, but let's see what happens.
That's the only side. Then
but I ain't gonna lie, that food healthy though. That food look healthy though. I give it to him. She'll probably
do it no more. She didn't eat it on camera. She not doing it no more. He said knock that shit off.
He's like, bitch, we don't do that nasty shit. Show him the plate and move on. She still could be. He probably siphon that shit, bitch. You can have this rice, and you can have this fish now.
Yeah.
Man, I like Salah, man. I like Salah.
Exactly, everyone. That's what I said.
Salah seemed like a good dude.
Yeah, but to me, like, yeah, he really just coming out as like the nigga for women, like when you go overseas.
But really Salah might have had somebody really break his fucking heart or something, man. He just want to put some faith in something he know he could trust. He found this nasty bitch and was like, I'm gonna put work into this, like finding a bad car and just trying to put a new engine in it. I think that's what it is. So I can't hate on Salah, man. He put on a diet and shit.
Yes, that's what I think. So
he finna end this YouTube career. This shit finna be over with. You get it about 2 more months. This shit is over with. Unless she fall out and break out and try to run off. Unless he could black snake on her ass. Shit, it might be up, man.
What is this? Cafe. Wow. Yeah, very, very nice.
Bitch, we seen it. Right. Yeah, we seen it on your fat ass finger.
She just want to see my
yeah, her ain't bigger than his. Big finger having it. Let me stop. No, man. Congratulations a lot, man. Congratulations, man. Oh, shit, bro.
The small?
Yeah. The more fish.
So gorgeous.
Yeah, bitch, give him.
No, I don't know.
Congratulations to fucking y'all.
Yeah, man. She fucking did it, man.
You don't love moles around.
They keep fucking driving everywhere.
Man, because he getting them used to not hearing shit from her. That's what bro. Stop him from doing that. He wasn't faced that way.
Right, Kat. Well, the thing is just like we learned with Matter.
He didn't even know. I bet you
she equates control with love.
He looks like a fucking demon.
Like, she looked like she just got look like she just won the fucking lottery, man. Goddamn, he ain't know she did that though. He ain't know she did that. Stop playing with Salah, bitch. He like, well, yeah. You see when he turned his head, she covered.
I'm trying to get in some walking exercise every day where I can.
Oh, that nigga Salah changing her life.
Let's see how long she gonna stick to it.
Man, yeah, but I'm on Team Salah, man. I'm first with Salah, man.
Ship going into the port.
Okay, this is all.
So far, yeah. Salah can finish the job, Salah. Yeah, it's over with. It's over with. Salah finished the job. Y'all a little nasty, but congratulations. And look, we cutting it out. God said we're done. Like, comment, subscribe. Come back and fuck with us. We'll keep going, but hey, shit, might want to drop some suggestions. This bitch look like she finna go out. We out.
He's funny.
I'm just perfect the way I am. Live, laugh, and love. Fuck off.
So here's the thing. Yeah. So here's the thing with that. Like, Peetz is a friend. It was never my intention, and he's aware of this, to ever live with him ongoing. Like, to never... My priorities in life have changed. Like, to the point where I found love. I'm married. I want to have a family. I want to do different things with my life. So yes, it's not about being mean. It's not about being a bad friend. It's not about that at all. Yeah, I'm not responsible for, like, everyone's responsible for themselves, and life changes, circumstances
I don't think anybody thinks
I can
she's
assure you-
responsible for Peetz, or that she owes him to continue to support him and everything. I don't think that's what people think. I think people are thinking, give him the heads up. She's not telling him anything. So what? You're going to just spring it on him? And not only that, but she can't kick Peetz out. The lease is in Peetz's name. He could kick her out if he could afford to live there. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Everyone is doing fine, No married woman should be living with their ex. Doesn't make her a bad friend. Exactly. Things have changed. Hi, Brooke. Rosetta Stone. Welcome to Peetz Race to Peace. It's time for Peetz. Yes.
Yes, exactly, Aisha. Very good answer.
Yes, Aisha's answer, yes.
Because it's logical things. No need to ask that question.
Yeah.
How a married wife talk with ex-girlfriend?
No problem, B.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, like, Peetz has been my friend for many, many, many years, so it's a different situation, and Salah's understanding of that.
We all have friends.
Yeah.
Only with full respect, with limit.
Yeah, exactly. I think if Peetz is really Chantal, yes, if Peetz is fine with it. He's not complaining. He's fully aware of it. He's not, nothing drama here.
Maybe she did. She hasn't told me that. She hasn't said that to me yet, so. It's dinner. Hamburgers, Nancy. Like, entirely possible that she'll want me to, entirely possible that I'll have to move out. She hasn't said it to me yet, so.
I think if Peetz is really Chantal, yes, if Peetz is fine with it. He's not complaining. He's fully aware of it. He's not, nothing drama here.
Yeah, just tell him, for crying out loud. Good morning, Plug. Yeah, I remember her saying that. I kind of think so, Chewy. I agree. I don't know how, but I think so.
Okay.
Good morning, Jess Jill, and I absolutely agree.
Hey, MG. Hey, Ari. Hey, Hamburger Eyes. Hey, Shania. Rosebud. Jerkers. Cotton Candy. Harlem. Cat. Rosebud. Love Girl. Anunnaki. MB. Jacob. Thowbun. Angie. Golden Girl. Brooke. Sarah Sweet Tea. Emstica. Fernanda. Amy. That's it. Made myself a couple burgers for supper. Just, that's where it made me link. astronaut cat, a BB, Synchrony. So nothing too fancy, nothing special, but quick and easy. Airy. Hi, Ruby. Hey, Buster. EP Mac.
Hang on, guys. It wants me to show her video.
Dating site. Yeah. I'm not ready
Here's
to put
the
in
link
effort
to
on that
Itme's video.
DMA. You like this? Then I guess I'll fucking die in the goddamn street, Brooklyn. What the fuck do you want me to do? Shut the fuck up. Christ.
Wow.
Fine, I'll just fucking die in the street. There we go. There's the answer you're all looking for. There's my fucking life goal. I'll fucking die in the goddamn street. Jesus Christ, like...
Oh, really, Chewy? Good morning, Desiree. No, but he really does need to get a job and take care of himself so that he's not dependent on her, because she is totally going to screw him up.
Chris, I'm not even looking for solutions right now, Chris. I'm not honestly not even looking for solutions. It's, I'm...
Oh yeah, Hannibal?
I'll figure
Good morning,
shit
Vanessa.
out. I'll have to figure when I have no choice to figure shit out, I'll figure shit out.
Right, plug. Wow.
Yeah, they're pretty okay. Sorry, Cleo. Gonna roll a bit. I don't even remember what they're called. Oh, you're right. Cool.
I would be too. I
mean, they're pre-made. Like, they're just, they're pre-made burgers just out of a freezer box. So
I agree,
didn't actually
AO,
bother with
but
any
it's
sauce. I don't actually have any A1
doing
sauce.
that. He has a reason
Deep
that
fryer,
he
seriously.
doesn't
I put them in
apply
deep
for
fryer.
everything.
And I feel like they came out pretty well.
He sure is. He's never going to betray her, Chewy. She would betray him in a second, but he
I sometimes have trouble with fries. They're very easy to burn. I find fries very easy to burn. I think I might have gotten them right. Yeah, I should probably get some 90% or something. Elura, I did not. Hey, Rara. And I don't give a shit. Yeah, in deep fryer, yeah. A little beefy.
I agree, Greenie.
Vegan? No. No, I don't think I could do vegan in Naki. Thanks, Bears. I'm never been told. I do like burgers, NG, so. No cheese? No, I don't like cheese in my burgers, Harry. How's my day? Well, I had counseling today.
Oh, he had counseling.
So.
Good. Yeah, he does Sherry bad.
Talk about the obvious. Me being home alone. Hey, baby. I did. Yeah.
I agree. Same V.
Thanks, Tom Candy. Hey, BK.
Okay, Carlotta. Thank you for joining us and hanging out. You
Not
have a
too
good
bad.
day.
Purple, did my mom take me where? Purple. Am I handling? Oh, canceling? Sorry, color purple. Do you mean canceling? It's online. It's a video call, so I didn't have to go anywhere. Am I handling being home alone? It's sometimes it's a moment-to-moment thing. Hamburger eyes. Hi, Jill. Hey, Enchanted Roses. Back over now. No, I'm not watching any Disney stuff.
Yeah,
right now,
Janet,
last week.
that's kind of a theory that a lot of people have.
I should have gotten a bib.
I remember it. Me too. I remember when she said that.
They do, Buster. This one's like, this bottom one is like official one. This one is fan art. The burger. I put ketchup, mustard, sliced tomato, sliced onion.
Right, me. Yeah, I don't know. Gosh, if she does that, that's so horrible. I mean, I would assume he'd go to his mom's, but his mom's really not supposed to have anybody there living. I know, his obsession with American politics is so bizarre.
That was too big a bite.
Yeah, I think you're right, Rainey.
It's not too bad.
And the way she's flirting with him too, V. She flirts with him in the chat and everything.
Or what emergency?
And he gets such a grin on his face when he gets attention in her chat.
Love White Castle burger. I've never had White Castle. Thanks, Buster. Did I miss Chantal? Of course I missed Chantal. Although here's a... So,
she's not in a home. It's just like government housing. Like, I think probably like what Section 8 to us would be in the States.
So earlier, Casey was in my room, whining. You're not blocked, man, a bunch. Five Guys, yes, we do have Five Guys. In Canada, and in Ottawa. Last movie I saw at the theater. I think the last movie I saw at the theater might have been Birds of Prey, maybe. Hey, Bernie. Might have been Birds of Prey. Which I think I saw very shortly after I watched Cats. So the last movie I saw in theater was almost Cats. Okay, I don't know. She hasn't said anything to me yet, so... Oh yeah, thank you, Rosebud. So, so Casey is in my room, whining. Yeah. So I poured some treats for her. And obviously, pouring some treats. Casey, and obviously, because treat bag. Sam came in. So I poured a few treats for Sam.
Brother, I guess his brother is back in with a roommate, but he's not happy there. So that's why when they were supposed to get the mansion and Pete's mom was going to move in with them, the brother was going to take over her apartment for that time. So I would assume now that the brother is stuck where he was staying, because he was staying with her for a while, but she wasn't allowed to have him stay there.
Speaking of which. Hi, Sam. So I poured a few treats for Sam. Casey just walked past her own treat. Like, Casey was already eating her own treats. She stopped eating her own treats and went for Sam's treats. Like, what a jerk!
Oh, okay. Thanks, Plug.
Yeah, what an asshole cat Casey is. She just, like, shoved him right out of the way. So I gave him a few extra treats after. She is such a goddamn pig. Yes, Jay. Well, I mean, they're from the freezer, and I just put them in the front. Yeah. BB, I am probably autistic. I'm not diagnosed, but I meet enough of the. I meet a lot of criteria. Asperger. It's not bad. I mean, fair enough, Cleo. But I'm not eating somebody else's food. Worried? Usually. Am I worried? I usually
really,
am.
Stone, honestly, I really do think that Pete's is slightly autistic. He's not, like, he doesn't recognize social cues. And, like, I think he really thinks he's being funny when he does that with Casey. I don't think he really hates that cat, because too many times he has, like, picked her up and, you know, loved on her. And, like, with Chantal being gone, he pets her a lot. She jumps up on his lap a lot. He brushes her. I think he really does that just to get people riled. I think he thinks it's funny. So he thinks, and, you know, everybody else is going to think it's funny. And then when their reaction is, like, you know, disgusted, he finds that funny.
Hi, Barney. Maybe no, I didn't watch it.
And BBJ is so gorgeous, and she's such a love bug.
Sorry, Barney. Were they stupid questions, though, Barney?
Yeah, I think so too, Cappuccino.
Yeah. I sliced up an onion. They're not onion rings. I mean, it's just I sliced an onion.
Now, this is sad, but, you know, 2 weeks ago, you wouldn't have caught Pete slicing an onion.
Maybe she did. She hasn't told me that. She hasn't said that to me yet, so. It's dinner. Hamburgers, Nancy. Like, you know, entirely possible that she'll want me to.
Yeah, I think at this point, he's just used to, like, playing that and people getting riled up, and he finds
like, I'm aware that at some point I'm going to have to. Or, like, she's definitely hinted at it even before she left.
Yeah, now that I could see. Plug. But I don't think... I mean, good morning, Irma.
I mean, I kind of be able to stay briefly with my mom.
I don't know if he's eating them or if they're on his burger.
Not really, Punch.
Like, I don't know if he's eating them by hand or if you put them on the burger. Yeah, that's why I've been saying it right this morning. AR. I was saying it like her, Aisha. And he said, no, it's Aisha.
Just a minute.
Right, Greenie? He's doing so much more than he did when she was there. It's like he feels.
So I just want to wash my hands after that burger. I just want to wash my hands. And then I needed to give Sam a hug because he's on my sink.
I want to know, did he order this food or did he make this food? Because those fries look yummy.
Okay, over salt. I may put a little more salt than I need.
Oh, really, Kat? That's how I always said it.
Always say Casey. Yes, I did make burgers.
Good morning, Blondie. Okay. Have a fun walk. Right.
But no, I can't make a good living off YouTube.
I thought that whole thing was weird.
I don't think I'd be capable of it.
And I just find it weird that that's the one person he acknowledges. Well, him and Sofa, for totally different reasons. Right, Arrow. It's more than she does, right?
He's buckling up the 11,000 people. Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg keeps his job. I take full responsibility for the problems Facebook's having. I'm not leaving. I'm not going to suffer any consequences for it. Like, that bugs me. That, like, well, maybe surprise. Mark Zuckerberg says that, like, oh, I take responsibility for what's happening with Facebook and Meta. He's not taking any consequences. Absolutely not going to accept any consequences for his actions. He's thrown other people
An
out.
entitlement,
firing other people.
I feel like it's also a lot of entitlement, which I don't get. He doesn't come from a privileged family. I don't understand where his sense of entitlement comes from.
He just... And that is, of course, always the way with wealthy people. With the rich. No, Hamburger Guys. Right now I'm talking about Zuckerberg.
Good morning, Lilith.
But that's the way it always is.
Did you get enough sleep, Lilith?
Rich people never suffer consequences. You know, they run a company into the ground. Everyone else loses their jobs or their pensions or whatever, but yeah, I think I see that, Habibi. Hey, Bella.
I thought you'd feel that this morning.
All right, my life is day by day these days. Hey, J-Dot. I put some salt on the print. Yes, yeah.
Wow, Arrow. 40 years old.
All right, I'm full. Can't even finish the fries, I'm full. And my shirt's dirty, so let me change my shirt real quick.
Did he respond, Desiree?
Not doing it on camera, that.
Right, exactly, Hannibal. Like I was saying, I don't get his sense of entitlement. Where does that come from? Wasn't like he was silver spooned as a kid. Thank you, Texas. Yeah, I think Peetz loves both of those.
There we go.
You know, I think that COVID brought on a lot more of that too, Six.
There we go. All right.
I know, I don't get it, Cringe. I couldn't wait to turn 16
Teresa,
to get a job.
Don't know, don't care. Nope, I wouldn't, Dalian. Yep, I'm very glad Dr. Oz got his ass handed to him. So glad that Dr. Oz lost. Fuck that Griffin sack of shit. And Lauren Boebert as well. Do I have a move update? Nope. Lauren Boebert seems to have seems poised to lose. Yeah. Dr. Oz, good fucking riddance to that guy. Data lost, yeah. I know, Marjorie Taylor Greene's thing, yeah, that's shitty. OnlyFans now.
OnlyFans.
Well, Dr. Oz was
breaking out.
He was a neurosurgeon, right?
Look at the cat hair. The only thing good about that cat hair on his shirt is I know he's paying attention to the cats, you know?
What do you, WTF? She's fine. She's a pig. Heart. Cardiac surgeon, okay. Yes, I mean, he was like a really accomplished heart surgeon, heart doctor, you know?
Right, Greenie.
Scratch? No, I don't have a scratch.
Right.
Thank you for the super chat, Sheila Marie.
That's like jealousy.
Sheila
like,
Marie. Sorry, Sheila Marie.
You know, somebody else's success doesn't have to mean that you can't be successful.
Yeah, I mean, he was an accomplished surgeon. And then he started selling miracle weight loss cures and shit like that. And hey, Gil, went from being an accomplished surgeon to being a straight up snake oil salesman. No, yeah, he moved, like, he really got into homeopathic. By which we mean absolute fucking nonsense. Homeopathic medicine. Just straight up bullshit medicine. Straight up fake shit.
Exactly, Stone. It's really weird, isn't it? He doesn't
Frankly,
talk like that.
I'd be surprised. Like, I wouldn't be at all
Canada's
surprised
politics.
to
He does,
learn
it's like he doesn't
that,
even get into Canada's
that Dr. Oz did
politics,
sell
and he
actual
doesn't
snake.
vote.
Like, I would be
in
not the
Canadian
least bit surprised to
elections.
learn that one of his
Strange.
that something he sold was actual literal snake oil, because he would absolutely do that. Exactly, Buster. He's not selling, you know, indigenous medicines. He's selling, you know, $100 a month for a pill that's going to guarantee to take you thin. Because the truth is there actually is legitimate sort of indigenous medication, indigenous treatments that do work for certain conditions. Petition to move Fox Mampton and its foothills to Chantal's bedroom. No, Janet. But that's not what he's selling. Yeah, he's just Dr. Oz is just an absolute scammer.
Good morning, cakes.
Yeah, naturopathic, yeah. Spider Rico, as a matter of fact, I did today. I went down to the grocery store today. And I regret it, and I'm not doing it again. How do I cope with boredom? Yeah. That's just sort of that's my life. I regret. Because my arms got tired. My arms got tired carrying the groceries back. It was so tiring. The walk back on the arm and like carrying the groceries, my arms got tired. Thanks, tourist. Small cart? No, it's the walk back. Oh, like a cart for the walk back. Nah. Like a little kid. How long walk? I don't know, it's like a 15-minute walk. So yeah, I don't want to do that anymore. Yes, I usually do get I usually get groceries delivered. So
I think we all
what happened here, like I want to make
lived in snowy areas.
So I want to make a
stick
stick sign, I needed
got paid to shovel walks and stairs and
like the when I looked at the when I looked at it online, or when I looked at the delivery on Uber, it's like $23 for stewing beef. It was like just a big sorry guys, Amber Alert. Amber Alert. It was an Amber Alert, Crystal. Yeah, Easter. Amber Alert. It's not something that, I mean, not gonna be.
Say the Amber Alert.
Not gonna be making a difference for me. I'm not going without searching.
All right, I don't know why that bothered me, but if I got an Amber Alert and I was live, I would be showing the picture of the child and telling you all about the Amber Alert. That irritates me.
What?
Whoops.
Yeah, my mom had one for a while. Tiny Fairy. I can show Casey if she comes into my room.
Holly. Ah, that's awful.
Yeah, I hope so. We're home. Yes, Lexi, I cooked and ate the hamburgers. I ate them right at the start of the stream. Yes, I did get stewing beef. I got a smaller thing of stewing beef, like $10, $10 thing.
I get it. Yeah,
enough for me. Pretty much, Sheila. Sounds good to me, Sheila. Love it with beef, yeah. Teresa, I haven't really done much. I haven't really done any cleaning yet. I've been keeping up with the dishes, but that's it.
Yeah, AR. I don't know. Like you just even if one person saw it that
I did today
shares it on social media.
Email confirming I didn't get the job that I was looking for. So now that it's confirmed that I'm not getting it, I can talk about it. I may as well talk about it. It was a bookstore that I applied at, just like an independent bookstore. Not Chapters. It was an independent bookstore. And I will say, it's hard to be too disappointed about not getting the job because it would have been an hour on the bus to get there. An hour bus ride each way. It's a hell of a commute. Like, it would have been a pain in the ass commute.
I'll be right back, guys.
So, hard to be too broken up about not getting that job. Yeah. Job working from home. Yeah, I'll keep I'll try to keep looking. Skype good. I don't know. Podcasts don't really work for me. General reading books. I mean, they'd have to be like public domain. Yeah, I still got the cat. An hour's not that long. Long enough. Zebby, this time next week, let us know what your plan B is. Your lack of a plan is giving me secondary anxiety. Here's $5 for a start. You'll have to move anyway. Yeah. Work from home call center. Call centers, I can't do call center anymore, Zach. I can't do customer service. Am I decent with computer work? Not terribly. I'm not very good with computers. Where the cats sleep? Well, I mean, the cats sleep all over the place. Cinema? I don't know. Data entry would probably be... Data entry is probably what's going to end up happening. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and guess that's probably not the real Chantal. Skip? No, I haven't. Why would I talk to him? Hey, Mid Snaps. Just Magic the Gathering sessions. I'm pretty sure it's not the real Foodie. Hey, Franks. Considering it would be like 3 in the morning. Like, I'm pretty sure it'd be close to 3 in the morning where she is right now. Game reviews? I don't game, Buster. So, I imagine the real one's probably in bed. Do I like comic books? I do, but I haven't really been able to pick up any in a while and forever. Don't mind do surveys. Work at a bank? I don't think I'd be qualified for that. What do I like to do? Jack shit. What do I want to do for work? Library or bookstore or something like that. I don't know. I'll look for some stuff. I like to just do nothing simply run for office. Do I like making YouTube videos? I mean, I don't like putting effort into them. Working in a cemetery? Doing what, Tiny Berry? In Japan, they had rent a boyfriend who does nothing. Japan is a very special country. Do I get lonely? Not often. What would make me happy? Half the time, not existing is what would make me happy. Music? I mean, I like having music playing, but I don't know anything about music. Diana, I have a 2-year diploma in library and information technician. Move out of Ottawa? Yeah, it's probably what I'll end up having to do. I imagine I will probably end up having to move. Hey, Mimi. Professional musician? No. $60, $70 music? Yeah, not really my thing. Alex, give bad advice for a living. Spider Rico? Yeah. I mostly drink water, Spider Rico. Back to Cornwall. No, I would hate to move back to Cornwall. I seriously do not want to move back to Cornwall. Fucking hated Cornwall. It's a shit city. Is Cornwall the Compton of Canada? I don't know that I call it the Compton of Canada. It's just kind of a garbage city. Oh, don't worry about it, Chris. I'll be fine for now. Wise Cornwall Crafter, what's up, shit about Cornwall? It's just, there's nothing to do. Like, it's one of those things where there's nothing to do there, except, drink and get high. And a lot of people like to drink and get high. I still want to, Alexis. Lady Nice to I know, but even so. Working in the theater? I don't know. Sheila Marie? I mean, I've kept the litter box scooped. I'll probably need to, sometime in the next couple days, I'll probably need to actually clean out the litter box, but, I've been keeping it scooped. Spider Rico, I just did block the fake Chantal. I did just block the fake Foodie. Scout Finch? Probably. I would imagine she'll still pay the rent until she comes back. Income-based apartments? I have not Terry Lynn. Cook again? Yeah, I probably will. I'll probably cook something tomorrow. Freelance writing articles. I mean, the problem is, there's no one who'd be paying for it. Aside from the fact that I'm not insightful enough to write an interesting article. And beyond that, I mean, who'd pay? Like, who'd be buying the article from me? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll figure shit out. I'll figure shit out. I will figure shit out. Don't worry about it. I'll survive. Hey, Jody Moore. Either I survive or I die and the cat's feast on my body. Honestly, either way kind of feels like it would work. Either way kind of works for me. Baby bite. They still be fitting bats. Exactly. No black velvet. I don't need a welfare check. Guns? No, I don't have guns in my house. Does my mom watch my live streams? I have no idea, Zoe. Thanks, Sheila. Samantha, why do I hate myself so much? I don't know. That's one of the things I'm trying to work through in therapy. Jobs and book audio recordings. People keep suggesting that, so I mean, that's something I guess I could look into. I keep forgetting to look into that. Hey, Dolly. Yes, Lisa, I am in therapy. Once a month.
Okay, sorry guys.
Is therapy not working? I mean, it's slow going for me.
Before my sugar drops.
Move consider P.O. Box? Maybe. I mean, not really produce, it's more... I don't know. Need to get into therapy to be... Yeah. It can be tough, though. File for disability. I've considered
Why didn't she give him her computer before she left? She doesn't... It doesn't... I wonder if she took it.
I just kind of feel like I was taking advantage of the system if I went on disability, so... I don't know. I'm reluctant.
Good morning, Texas.
Hey, positive gal. Does it feel like, am I really disabled?
Good watchdog. Yeah, I'm okay. I know if I don't eat something, I can't eat when I first get up. It takes me a few hours.
I feel like I should feel capable of work.
Like I could eat.
Ursula, give advice to Elon on how to make it. He wouldn't listen.
I gotta, my sugar will go.
Elon Musk doesn't listen to advice. Like, Elon Musk, I'm confident. Elon Musk surrounds himself with yes men who just kiss his ass and tell him he's the smartest guy ever and every idea he has is genius. He doesn't listen to people. He doesn't listen to advice. Like, That's sort of the whole point of what's happening on Twitter right now. Is he doesn't take advice from any of the people who actually know shit. Another guy who's on disability because he hurt his pinky finger. Another guy who's on disability because he hurt his pinky finger. I mean, depending on how he hurt it. Yeah, probably Sarah. Probably take so long that it'd probably take long enough to not be worth it at this point. The guy was on disability because he got mad a lot. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it kept him from being able to do his job, then. The thing is, Callie, like, I don't know. I don't know that I'd want to stay here by myself.
Good morning,
me
Kiki.
and I'm also Canada. Yeah. I go to a shelter if I had an interest. I don't know. I guess disability is something to consider. Looks or yes, that'd be the depression.
No. Thank you, another subscriber. Let's pause him and look. Peetz had been evicted where? LMAO. Stop the nonsense drama. Can some bright person please explain to me how it is my responsibility to house and take care of a grown man I am not married to forever? Does that sound logical to you? Oh, hold on. Plug. Put it in the Discord here.
I owe him my fucking life. This man, when I met him, paid off all my debts, incurred debt for me, paid for my fucking... I have a license because of him. Okay? He's done a lot for me. So, Peetz, I will support till I die. So here's the thing. Yeah. So here's the thing with that. Like, Peetz is a friend. It was never my intention, and he's aware of this, to ever live with him ongoing. Like, to never... My priorities in life have changed. Like, yeah, I'm not responsible for, like, everyone's responsible for themselves, and life changes, circumstances change, and I can assure you everyone is doing fine, you know. I owe him my fucking life. This man, when I met him, paid off all my debts, incurred debt for me, paid for my fucking... I have a license because of him. Okay? He's done a lot for me. So, Peetz, I will support till I die. So here's the thing. Yeah. So here's the thing with that. Like, Peetz is a friend.
On my community post. Oh, it's Kristen.
It was never my intention, and he's aware of this, to ever live with him ongoing. Like, to never... My priorities in life have changed. Like, yeah, I'm not responsible for, like, everyone's responsible.
Get a proper diagnosis. It's $2,000-$3,000.
No, I'll show you the one Plug made. Oh, yeah, that was another thing. Hold on, I think I emailed it to myself. Oh, Plug emailed it to me.
They're all lusting over you.
ROTFL.
Okay, Plug made this, guys.
They're all lusting over you.
ROTFL.
Isn't that awesome? That was Plug that made that one.
Black Velvet.
That other one was from Kristen. Kristen comes in sometimes. And it was from July 9th.
I know I really should look into disability. Not okay. In Canada, Rosebuster, yeah. Free? Nope, not free in Canada. Depending on your insurance, you might be able to get the...
I totally agree, Desiree.
Get the test covered by some insurance, but in general, no, you gotta pay for an actual autism diagnosis. Oh, I'm not suicidal, Hamburger Eyes. City would prefer living? I don't know. The city doesn't really make much of a difference to me. Not Cornwall. And preferably not Hamilton. 96 to 2004 to get ODSP? Jeez.
That's what it sounds like, Irma.
Hey, Barney.
Hi, Holly. Did I
don't even know what we're talking about.
Holly? Sorry, I walked away to get something to eat.
I don't want to go for a walk, Lady DMA. I don't want to go for walks. Yeah, but Toronto also has a really high
it's really
cost of
yucking.
living.
It was.
Or TE, sorry. Toronto has a really high cost of living, TE. What's the homeless situation in Canada? I mean,
right.
Not sure exactly what
Sometimes
the
they
homeless rate
send you to a few of them, too, for SSI here.
Could be better. No idea, Black Velvet. I know, Nadine. Honestly, like, Ontario Works, no DSP. Those were both things that I did talk about with my counselor today as well, with my therapist. That was something I talked about with my therapist today as well. It was like looking into ODSP or very least Ontario Works.
What is that he's saying? It's Canadian. I don't understand.
Sounded like a whiny kid. I mean, that was what I was going for, Terry Lynn.
Terry Lynn told him he sounds like a whiny kid.
I was lagging a little bit there for a second, wasn't I? That dental insurance went to the dentist $30. Yeah. Chris Law. Oh, it was in Ottawa. It was still in Orleans actually, Chris Law. So like it was still here in Orleans.
Rolling Stone. That was perfect. Exactly like Goofy.
Depression call line. I don't know, Tam. Hey, West Coast lass.
Thank you, Kiki. I appreciate you.
I don't know. If I could have anything, what would I really like to happen now?
Kiki was here when I had like
get a nice
hardly
library
any
job.
Subscribers.
Lady DMA. I mean, she did actually bring up the options of ODSP, of disability, and and welfare. Like, she did bring up those options. Would I travel across the country for a relationship? Probably not.
He won't travel out his front door.
Anunnaki. I don't know. I can't speak to other provinces, but I know in Ontario, dental is only covered if it's like emergency dental. Most dental is not covered by Ontario Health Insurance. Hey, Janine.
Right, AR, and his moves are bigger.
They're like, therapist? Yeah, my therapist's pretty good.
Aww, that's awesome.
I have never felt that way, West Coast. I have never felt intelligent or capable.
Thank you, Sherry.
Thanks, Barney. How's my mom? She's still doing okay. Why don't I go outside? I don't know. Not sure about that much downtown, but yeah, it's not great. Daycare, no. Dealing with kids all day? No. No. Oh, I didn't even hear about that seal. That's great. About fucking time. I promise I'm not suicidal, Hamburger Eyes.
Yeah, really, AR. For real.
You're in Ontario downtown? Okay. Probably Buster. Flashlight tester.
Another subscriber, do they have like a long wait list like they do here in the States?
I mean, I don't really want to... Again, Kelly Rose, I don't really want to stay here if I'm not staying with Chantal, you know?
I'm glad you did.
Characteristic autism and social anxiety makes working very difficult. Yeah. What I lived before I moved here. I was renting a room in some lady's apartment. Yeah, we'll see, Barty.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Blondie. That's what Hannibal said.
I'll figure it out when I gotta figure it out. Small 10-person baby.
I don't know.
It
just
that doesn't really make too much of a difference to me, I don't think.
When people think that
I suppose I'd prefer somewhere decently sized. Bus driver? Nah. I'm too nervous a driver, Zach.
CPAP rescue was one of the best.
Fucking whatever, Brixton. I'll figure it out when I need to figure it out.
I would be too. That's the worst when you wake up and you need coffee and you can't.
Scared of dogs, Zach, so.
You don't have to be sorry. Like you said, great minds. I know, that was so good. We need content like that.
Grabbing human rights.
Chantal getting her life together is
I don't know, as far as I've been scared.
Or pretending to get her life together.
Hey, Killface. Surviving, Killface. You can see working with human rights. What if I prefer to work with human wrongs?
It was V, I agree.
Am I afraid of cats? No, of course I'm not afraid of cats. I love cats.
You are.
Rabbits? What about rabbits? Rabbits are cute. I like rabbits just fine. Pet tiger? No. I don't think I'd get a pet tiger. For now, Lindsay, yeah. Rabbits remind me of dogs. What? Like dogs? They remind me more... No, they don't remind me of dogs.
And then that idiot broke the hoses or whatever.
Yeah.
Before he gave it back to the cop. Oh, I didn't see Sherry say goodbye. Hold on. Oh, okay, Sherry. I apparently I put it up on the screen and didn't even read it. Bye, Sherry. You have a good day. Tomorrow's Friday, y'all.
Hey, Ira. If I had all the money in the world, would I be happy? Well, no, because I'd still have my... I'd still have the depression.
Welcome back.
I still have to work on my
Welcome
depression.
back, Blondie.
That said, money does make it easier to deal with depression. It removes a lot of stress. Percy Pig. I left the house today. It does make it easier to deal with depression. It removes a lot of stress. I'd still have the depression. I'd still have to work on my depression. That said, money does make it easier to deal with depression. It removes a lot of stress. Percy Pig. I left the house today. But never mind. No, nothing. I mean, it's just a scab.
Really? Our Keurig didn't last very long. And I didn't bother buying a new one because my husband literally drinks coffee by the pots. So to keep the Keurig pods in the house is like a fortune with him.
Wish I had money. It's like to have money and depression. Exactly. dating site. Yeah. I'm not ready to put in effort on that DMA. Hey, like this. Then I guess I'll fucking die in the goddamn street, Brooklyn. What the fuck do you want me to do? Shut the fuck up. Christ.
Wow.
Fine, I'll just fucking die in the street. There we go.
I need to see what Brooklyn said.
There's the answer you're all looking for.
She won't even pay next month's rent.
Fucking life goal. I'll fucking die in the goddamn street.
Back.
Jesus Christ, like...
Oh, but buns last forever, Lilith. My stepmother-in-law used to swear by the buns.
Chris, I'm not even looking for solutions right now, Chris. I'm not honestly not even looking for solutions. It's
Good morning, Andrea.
I'll figure shit out. I'll have to figure shit, like...
Way to wake you up in the
morning.
morning.
I have no choice to figure shit out. I'll figure shit out. I'm trying to push anxiety on me. Come on.
I do too, Blondie.
What movies have I been watching? Nothing. I still haven't been watching any movies.
V and I were talking about that in Discord. We both do too. I get it. People are like, he's entitled, he's this, he's that, and I get it, but I also get depression. I also get how hard it is to
Joy DB74. Thank you very much, Joy DB74. What book am I reading now? My current book is Gods of Jade and Shadow by Sylvia Moreno Garcia.
AR.
I have not watched The Watcher. Mexican Gothic. I think I did read good things about that, but no, I've got Josie. I've got a fair number of other stuff to read, Josie. I think I did hear good things about Mexican Gothic, but probably a fair number of other. Next up, I'm going to be reading some stuff that I got digitally. That's after I finish that one. Still losing weight. Beats me. If I am, it's audiobook. No, I don't listen to audiobooks. I am not an auditory person.
Stone. And the reason he's getting such good views right now is because people are looking for
Holly D. Thank you very much, Holly D. And Rudis Buster, love ya. Thank you very much, Rudis Buster. Hearts in the chat for Holly D. And
I understand that, Kiki. A lot of people feel that way.
No,
too.
haven't done anything with my hair.
It's divided, but I think probably more people think like you
Alien,
do than how Blondie and I do. But
hope money helps. Yeah. Never hurts. Just go online every day. Yeah. Possible I'll have to. But... Sorry, Galeface. Yeah, my unverified account, yeah. No way I'm paying for no goddamn way I'm paying for verification. Good trans authors. I haven't read all that many, I will admit. I've read a couple of Magdalene Visaccio comics, and she's pretty good. Sophie Campbell. Love Sophie Campbell. Again, she does comics. There's some novels I've read by trans people. Shit, there was one I read.
Here is Hannibal's link, guys, if anybody doesn't already subscribe to him for his stream later.
Give me a second. I want to... Yeah, there's one I read, Dreadnought,
I do too,
by April Daniels.
I really do.
That one was okay. And there's another one I read, Magical Princess Harriet, I think.
Oh, that's how my husband's
Magical Princess
grandpa
Harriet.
was.
by
You could
Leah
stand a
Moser,
spoon upright in
which
that
again
coffee.
was pretty okay. So I haven't read as many. Holy shit, Just Why. It ain't much, but I hope this helps in your new adventure you'll thread. That's a hell of a lot, don't Just Why. That is more than I deserve, Just Why. Thank you very much.
We had one of those.
Many hearts in the chat for Just
They
Why.
were just a pain in the butt, though, because for every cup, like I said, like my husband drinks pots. So for every cup, he had to, it was like making a pot of coffee, you know?
And as I was saying, that was some fun, Mike. I haven't read a lot of trans writers. There are a fair number on my to-read list. Actually, I probably read. I've read some short stories, but I don't remember any of the writers. So yeah, I mean, there are some that are on a list, but I just to read them. Whoa, lag. Sorry about the lag. What am I drinking? Orange Crush. Picked up a 6-pack of Orange Crush. Moving back to Cornwall? No, I would hate to move back to Cornwall. I hate Cornwall. Life is beautiful. You have a beautiful energy. Thank you very much, Life is Beautiful. Amber? Yeah, like I'm getting a lot of viewers right now because of people looking for drama.
Yeah, see,
which is why I'm really not expecting the current trend to stick. Like right now, people are tuning in for drama and making donations out of sort of sympathy. Earn Brew. I have no idea, Ryan, if we have Earn Brew in Canada. Grape Crush. Yeah, I find Grape Crush good too. I figure like another month or what I'm thinking is that the next few months I might still get some decent views and super chats. The next couple months will probably be a little bit off and on, I imagine. Just because there's still going to be lots of drama going on. Killface, we love you, Boo.
Look at, even Peetz is thinking about the money this arc is going to bring him. Wow.
Thank you very much, Killface. Well, no, DG and Nari. Like, there are people who've been here all along, people who actually do enjoy interacting with me. Hey, J-Wings. There are absolutely people here who were here because they like me, because they enjoy interacting with me. But I figure that right now my views are definitely higher than usual. Usually I'd be like 100 viewers. Right now I'm 300. So I'm definitely getting more viewers than usual right now. And I think there is a fair number of people who are tuning in right now.
I
figure maybe half of the views I'm getting right now are
Did you call Apple?
People tuning in because
will they do anything?
Drama going on right now. And a fair number of the most months I would get like a bare handful of super chats. Past few days I've been getting tons of them, and that is people sympathizing. Most I've had in a live stream. I think I've gone up to like 500 once. Let's see, I'm getting a lot of super chats right now because of hey, some interruption. Getting a lot. I hate them. Getting a lot of super chats out of sympathy. People, concerned about me. So giving me super chats. So super chats are higher than me. And like it is. And at that point, there's going to be more changes that'll be going on.
What?
I figure
that was a bad spot for his internet to be screwy.
Like it is. And at that point, there's going to be super chats are higher than some interruption. Getting a lot. I hate them. Getting a lot of super chats out of sympathy. People, concerned about me. So giving me super chats. So super chats are higher than me. And like it is. And at that point,
yeah, I have both, Wandy.
More changes that'll be going on. I figure, yeah, I've noticed Chris Law. I've noticed that it's lagging. It's weird. Not sure why. Not sure why there's a lag today. Amber Swecker, regardless of my tough talk, I love you and wish you the best. Thank you very much, Amber Swecker. I figure by May, the next few months, I imagine will probably still be a fair bit of up and down stuff. But I figure like by May, I'll be back to 100, around 100 people in my chat and getting, occasional super chats. So I figure like by May, my YouTube income will be back to like 300 a month. That's what I'm expecting is by May, I'll be back to 300 a month from YouTube. What's happening in May? Oh, nothing happening. There's nothing happening in May. That's my point. Like my point is like by May, there will be nothing happening and everything will go back to the way it was. Reaction channels are covering me now. Like I give a shit. Right. Box up the blue pond, give it as a one gift. That actually would be pretty funny. And a reaction channel? Ugh. Gross. Thanks, Buster. React to news you like to rage at? Yeah. Maybe. Maybe, I suppose. Do I like being on YouTube? Eh. It's a side gig. Why does my stomach set up? I don't know. It's just the way my body's built. I don't know. Just between the way my body's built and the way I sit. Hey, Linda.
Not that I can
yes, I don't remember
That's
what
a really
the
unhealthy
percentage
place
is
to
that
carry your
YouTube
weight.
takes from Super Chats, Linda. But yes, Linda does get or YouTube does take a cut from any donations. Is it zooming back? Probably, Saint, yeah.
Willie, you're back. Welcome back. Welcome
I suppose
back.
it's an option,
Welcome
30%.
back.
So yeah, I mean it's an option. Like videos where I just talk about
Right, Blondie, yeah.
things that
you're
annoy
right.
me, that is an option. Okay. Have fun, just lie. Good night. How am I feeling? Yeah. Moment to moment. How's Mom doing? She's doing okay. She does want to come down for a visit. She's I have to
morning,
do
Blue.
heavy cleaning in order for that, and it's hard for me to get motivated to clean. Team off tonight? Yeah, same as usual, Fence.
And he needs
Podcast.
heavy cleaning for his mom to come. Because you know that she left
I haven't turned my
trash
heater on.
for
I haven't
him.
turned my heating on yet. No. No, the weather's been pretty okay, so I haven't had to turn turn the central heat on yet. Good night, Buster. Somewhere. Oh, I mean, it's just a scab. I think probably like a bug bite
He
that
went
I
to the
just
chemist?
picked that too much, so it's just a scab. Dry clean done to feel better. I wouldn't know, DG. I've never really done much cleaning.
It really is, Blondie. It can be scary.
I haven't cleaned enough to know if that's true for me, DG. Cleaning live stream? Nah. Okay, no name. The issue is there's two bedrooms. If my mom came over, she would be staying in Chantal's room. So putting the
Poor
trash
mom.
in Chantal's room, not really an option. Beyond that, there isn't really much trash.
Yes.
Like, there isn't actually that much trash left. A couple bags I need to take out, but so it's not
thank
a
you,
problem with trash.
Cakes.
It's like no, most of the trash has been taken out.
Oh no, Hannibal.
So like
Deep
at this
breaths,
point,
hon. Deep
what needs to be
breaths.
done is like I need to like mop the kitchen floor. I need to vacuum the carpets.
Willie's like,
The boxes.
do it,
And
do
yeah,
it.
I definitely need to break down more boxes. So I suppose if moving is still something that might be happening soon. Easy peasy. Sure, Chris, but it's still hard for me to motivate. No, Ryan.
Yeah, I can't help it. I feel for him, Blondie.
No, round ball. I don't have bed bugs. It'd me moving to Cornwall and hate Cornwall. Just break down boxes. The worst part is it'll be like a 15-minute job to break down the boxes that are left.
Willie, are you new here? You haven't heard it referred to as
That's
World
my
World?
house. Yeah, my house was always tidy growing up.
I probably don't say it often because it's a very uncomfortable word to say. It just doesn't roll off your tongue.
Good. I hope Cornwall hates me.
Your tongue either.
Is it a bedtime story?
See,
I like job yet? No.
He doesn't hate BBJ.
Her legs. I mean, I know people like seeing cat legs, so I knew people would like to see that. Hang in my room more. Yeah, more than she used to. Cornwall sounds really trashy. It is a pretty trashy town. Yes, this is the 20-year-old cat. It's a cattail, Ryan. Been brushing. I mean, trying to do a little bit of her with the Furminator. I was brushing Sam last night. Got so fucking much off him. Like when I was brushing Sam last night, I got so much off him. Didn't even make a fucking dent in him. I would not do that, Desiree. No.
Well, I think he's on a good start, Blue. The fact that he's taking care of the cats, he's cooking for himself, that's more than he ever did when she was there.
I mean, like, I'm trying. I try to brush him a little bit. God damn it. Cat fur. Just floats in the air. I hate you, Casey.
Look at, she loves to be brushed. She's just sitting there for it.
Yeah, Sam, like brushing Sam, it was just
to hear him tell, like BBJ is like hyper.
It was huge ball of fur.
If she's like that still at her age,
and then I brushed him a little bit more. I got a little bit more off him. There's just so much fur on him. Just shave him that. Honestly, Elizabeth, just shaving him that, like, it's tempting. Hey, Chrissy Cupcakes. I definitely considered taking a picture of it, Chris. Like, I definitely did consider taking a picture of all the fur I got off him. Because there was so freaking much. He is a hairy fucking cat.
Exactly, Texas.
This cat acts more like a dog. I know, she's a defective cat. That's what I'm talking about, Carpe Diem. She's defective. Let's untack the repets. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it, but I don't know. Whatever. None of my business.
Really? Most men have jobs, wives, kids, and ulcers by his age. He does, V.
Nah, right, I don't think so. Is she possibly might be a ragdoll? I don't think he is either. We don't.
You know, I'm not really sure, Texas.
I think I did watch that.
He says that he doesn't want the surgery or whatever, or the surgeries, but he also has been talking about going on hormones, and he doesn't want to do that until he's, established in therapy. So I'm not really sure what his plans are.
I don't know why it's lagging tonight. Like, I don't know. Oh, good night, Dollface. I mean, obviously, like, if the internet wasn't paid, then it wouldn't be working. It's not a problem with billing. Oh, good night, life is beautiful. Yes, that's me, and I did make myself burgers. So I honestly don't really know what the like I don't know what the lag is tonight. It's weird. Could be a storyteller. Telling other people's stories, you mean, Linda? Because I don't have it in me to write stories of my own. Is weather bad? No. No, the weather's fine tonight. The weather's lovely. Have a job lined up? Nope. Where do I think I'll move? No idea. Tea? Oh yeah, I mean, I drink mostly water. Like, I mostly drink water. I picked up, I picked this up, 6-pack of Orange Crush tonight, but what about destroying box mention with my sword? I don't think so. Go live, take music requests, and react. Wouldn't be able to make money doing that. I wouldn't be able to take money doing that, Nessa. Copyright strikes on all the songs.
Good morning, Ursinette.
Thanks, Terry. Good night.
Look at that shirt. Oh
I don't know how, because I've gotten copyright strikes damn near at any time I've tried to use have any sort of music play. That's really weird. Just have to pause here now.
It's like hard, yeah. That's a really, really unhealthy way to carry your weight. Good morning, Dot. Oh,
excuse me.
Good morning, Aunt Janet.
Rick, am I ever going to get my life straight? Probably not.
Well, that was honest.
Hey, Julie. Michael Jackson, cat over the balcony. I don't know, Ryan. I'd be too tempted to drop her, so.
Right, Kat?
I have a whole life waiting
I'll
for
tell
me.
you what, he looked good on, was it Halloween? He had that dark hair wig with the purple. I liked that wig.
I don't know, somewhere else. Sam's sleeping somewhere else. Might be in Chantal's room, he might be downstairs.
Texas.
I don't think that's necessary, Lily. How come I hate Dr. Ross so much? Because he's a fucking grifter.
Good morning, Terry Lynn. Good morning, Tina.
Because he's such a dishonest sack of shit. And he used his... he used his...
Come on, Peetz. Right, Stone. Yeah, Chewy. Let's refresh.
Can I hate Dr. Ross so much? Because he's a fucking grifter. Because he's such a dishonest sack of shit. And he used his... he used his reputation as a doctor to scam people.
Really?
Who's the biggest? You're not blocked, Ziggy Lori. Biggest section? I mean, that's hard to say. There are some
Really
pretty
just
bad
thinks it
people
and
out
it
there.
automatically comes out his fingers.
Oh shit! Who is that president of the Philippines who like got elected by
I have
promising
to
to
agree
fuck
with
straight up
Aunt
fucking
Janet.
murder.
I think it's different for everyone. Everyone
convicted of
doesn't
drug
have
crimes?
the same experience. Yes, he did, Blondie.
Yes.
He looked
Thank you,
good
Chrissy
on
Carson.
Halloween.
Like the guy campaigned on, I'm a fucking kill people. He's doing it now. Yeah. Like that was how he got elected, was I'm gonna straight up fucking murder people. And it's like, what? So, you know, some pretty bad people out there.
Oh. Can you all hear me?
Am I
I'm
jealous
not
of everyone has
muted.
money? Hey, Win. I mean, I wouldn't mind having some money.
Oops.
Good night, Tizzy. Who's worse, Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil? I would actually say Dr. Oz is worse than Dr. Phil.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think they're both bad, but
They
I don't
both
know about
suck.
that.
Like they're both shitty people. But like Dr. Oz went from, you know, he was
He's
a
talking
respected
about
surgeon, a
American
respectable surgeon,
politics, Tina.
and he then used that reputation.
Don't ask him anything
to
about
scam
Canadian politics, though, because he won't know.
Will Twitter survive this or not? Honestly, Chris, at this point, I have no idea. Like, I genuinely don't know what's going to happen with Twitter. It's really hard to say. I do think that if Musk does actually go ahead with his idea of, because apparently, allegedly, Musk is actually considering making Twitter as a whole a paid app. Like, you would need to pay, not even the verification, Chris. The verification is a stupid idea, but that's not destroying Twitter. What he is apparently considering is basically you can spend a certain amount of time scrolling. If you want more, you have to pay. Like, it's basically going to make Twitter...
Yes, he did, Ursinate.
Paywall. He's going to, like, there's... Supposedly, he is looking at paywalling Twitter. If he does that, the app's dead. If Musk puts Twitter behind a paywall, then Twitter dies. Like, it's just, there's no getting around that. There's absolutely no way for Twitter to survive if... Rick, do you know what the checkmark is for? Rick? It's not a status thing. New York Times and Washington Post. And it sucks that they do events, I'll be honest. But that's different. That's journalism. They're providing a service. And yeah, like Chris Law said, you can't take something that was free and then charge money. People aren't going to pay for something that was free. They're just going to be like, well, I'll just fucking go somewhere else. Yeah, the check mark, for some reason, people started thinking that the check marks were a status symbol. They're not. They're nothing to do with status. The only thing that those check marks mean is this person is who they claim to be.
Right, Texas, it was a lose-lose.
This person is the real
basically.
Stephen King. This person
And
is...
that's from someone who lives in PA.
This account is the real New York Times. This account is the real FBI. You know, that's what the check mark means. What are my plans for Christmas? I don't really have any plans yet for Christmas, NYC. Yeah, a fair number of people have probably paid for the check mark. Stupid ass Musk fanboys and really shitty grifters are both fine paying for the check mark. So, like, making people pay for that check mark, it's stupid. Is the tweeting privilege going to cost them? Potentially, yeah. Like, it's really hard to know, because of the fact that Elon Musk is an idiot. It's really hard to know what's going to happen with Twitter. Like, Elon Musk is... Why would I give a shit about the checkmark, Rick? I'm a fucking nobody. Nobody's trying to impersonate me. So what do I give a shit? I barely tweet. Yeah. Like, Elon Musk is an idiot with no impulse control. So, like, he's going to, like... He'll come up with ideas and then, like, and then get them implemented before they're ready. And then fucking...
Yes, AR.
They won't fucking work.
Exactly.
And then he'll remove them. And it's...
I I'm not scheduled on Thursdays,
Apparently,
so I'll
one
give
of the
you
things that he's
one.
talked about, like one of the things that he's hyped with his $8 a month.
But
Twitter
AR
Blue.
did try
One of
to
the things he's
wake you
hyped
up
with Twitter
again.
Blue is
we had the comment up on screen and everything.
Like,
it was like what, maybe an
notepads,
hour
basically.
ago. She said, "All right, I've let
So like you
sleep
can have
long enough. It's time for her to get up now."
Yeah, you can sort of write up a long thing. You can write up sort of a longer post to attach.
Good for you, Willie.
To a tweet. And it's it's fine. It's as opposed to people attaching screenshots of
right, Ursinate.
Of whatever. That was something that apparently Twitter was actually already working on. It was in
Did
the
you
testing.
guys see
like,
that
they
even
were testing
Oprah
it out, seeing how it works, seeing if it works properly.
Oz?
It was
She
something that
supported Fetterman
it
over
was probably
Oz?
a few months away from being actually rolled out. Probably like a couple months away.
All right, that's all I'm gonna say because I hate.
Shout out to
talking
Shinko
politics.
Fleur's friends.
Good morning, Boo Boo. Good morning, Miss T.
Anyway, so it was it was probably a few months away from being rolled out to sort of Nisi. A few months away from being rolled out for certain accounts for testing, and then a few months after that it would be released for all tweeters, for everybody on Twitter.
AR,
the point is, like, it was
watching
in the testing phase. Elon Musk came in and was like, "Yeah, no, we're releasing it now." So,
that's good, Willie. I love bike riding.
Yeah. Will that particular
when we go camping,
thing
I take my
that
bike
Notes
and I just bike all over the
that Notes
campground
thing, will it actually work? Who the fuck knows? Elon Musk doesn't give a shit about actually testing shit. Elon Musk says do this, and that's like beta testing is done for a reason, Vince. It's to see if it's actually worth doing. I mean, it's just one of those things, and that's going to become a recurring thing. He's going to release shit that hasn't actually been tested. He's going to come up with an idea, give the development team nowhere near enough time to actually put it together successfully.
The Wiggles were
release it before it's not ready, and then when it turns out that it's
as a parent,
when it turns out that it's garbage, he'll release it. Or he'll get rid of it.
Ghoul, opinions are fine.
I mean, like, there will be certain things that'll be getting developed and everything. Sure thing, Rick.
Lily, I thought
and
you
then
were
what
in there
is
last night. In
advertisers leave.
I must have been mistaken.
Normal.
Oh, are you taking off? Okay, Aunt Janet. Thanks for coming in.
I honestly don't even know what's going to happen with Twitter. Especially, on a side note, he's fired some of the people who actually kept that site fucking working. Twitter itself may very well just collapse and stop working. Exactly, Chris. And advertisers are being driven away by the sheer uncertainty. Nice. Thank you. Tom? MySpace Tom? That guy got it right. He sold MySpace and then went on a permanent vacation. Like, the guy just, like, he sold it and was like, peace out, I'm gone. I'm just gonna live my fucking life now. I'm not gonna try to start influencing elections or shit like that. It's like, I'm out. I'm having a good time now. Fucking kudos to Tom from MySpace. He was a good friend. Yeah. Like, he never tried to...
Gracious. Thank you, Bree. It was you I was answering. So he raged for a second because Brooke told him Foodie's not going to pay rent next month, so he better get his butt in gear.
Better to learn to cook.
And so he raged and was like, I'll just die on the street, okay? Well, that please everybody,
she
I'll just
died
die
on government
the
assistance.
street.
At the time of her death, she was on government assistance. She spent years railing against government assistance, and at the time of her death, she was on government benefits. She was an idiot. She was full of shit. Facebook laying off 11,000 people. Yeah, Gail, I saw that.
I don't think so, Tina.
Meanwhile, the people who are actually, like, the people at the top, the people whose decisions are actually making a difference, they hang around.
Welcome.
Like, fire everyone at the top of Facebook. Like, instead of the 11,000 people, fire Mark Zuckerberg and a bunch of the other executives. You know? They're the ones who fucked up. Why do they get to stick around while the people who did nothing wrong end up being the ones
weird how
who
he
get
rests his hands right on the top
kicked out on
of
the
his
street?
belly.
Who'd win a game of chess between me and Musk? I don't know. Probably Musk. I'm not very good at chess. What are the players? Because he fucked up. Like, if he's going to fuck up, why does Zuckerberg not have to face a single fucking consequence for his decisions? If his decisions are going to hurt the company, why is he the one who? Why does he get to be
I forgot that part.
And totally safe from any consequences?
Yeah, he said just let me die on the street.
Page. I never had MySpace, or I think did I get a MySpace page? I might have very briefly had a MySpace page, I think. Yeah, like really, really briefly. And then I was like, why the fuck am I on here? It's just wild that, like, Facebook gets to destroy journalism, disrupt democracy, and the people who make those decisions get to just keep making millions of dollars. There's a fine zone. What do I think of the Kuwaiti government? I don't know anything about them. Maybe I've never looked at anything about them.
It's how I move my head. Like earlier,
Yeah, like,
I had
Facebook destroyed journalism.
Side, and it looked
That's
like
wild to me.
Snoozing.
Like, Facebook was sort of the big driver of the pivot to video. You got to pivot to video. You know, everyone needs to pivot to video. Facebook was the biggest driver behind that, which had all sorts of journalists, all sorts of news publications trying to do that pivot. And then it turned out, Facebook was fucking lying about the metrics for video.
Yeah,
they were just making shit up.
A lot of people were telling him he's going to get.
And then a bunch of newsrooms had to lay off a bunch of people because they lost a shit ton of money from the pivot to video, based on.
It's ironic how.
Based on information that Facebook was giving them about how people consume the news.
A man who relies on
Severia, I did not get
to cover his rent and expenses because of his own poor choices, talking about someone else like this. Yeah,
Hannibal, I should might be time to end the stream.
Yes, he was getting donations, and he even said that he basically said that he's counting like on super chats and stuff during this arc because people have sympathy for him to help him get out and get a place. But then what are you going to do once you get into a place? You can't depend on.
That's another thing, Ziggy. Yeah.
I agree, Joe.
Yeah. Well, you're not me, Jamie. Moving with my brother.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
All right. It was an in-person interview that I went to, Shucks. It's a nice book. Like, the bookstore was nice. It's a small bookshop. Like, it's a small bookstore. but cozy and nice, and I get the feeling that it seems like sort of almost like a neighborhood bookstore. Like that was the impression I got. Really, was that it was like kind of a neighborhood bookstore. So people, like a lot of regulars and that sort of thing. Yes, it was a bookstore that I applied at. Just an independent bookstore in Ottawa. I wouldn't say that they discourage socialization, Lolo. In fact, libraries actually often serve as community centers. Libraries often serve a role of being places where people can gather. Shadow? I mean, they interviewed, or they emailed me, so. The bookstores pay a living wage. Depends on the bookstore, but free internet, warm place to hang out, hell yeah. Libraries are important. Like, libraries are more than just warehouses for books. They do actually serve, like, legitimately important roles in their communities. And, like, they are consistently, they're very popular in their communities. And people will, people will turn out to defend their local libraries. They're really not Jamie Carpenter. They are absolutely 100% not obsolete at all. They are beloved institutions. Just got a new librarian tech person. Cool. Those people in here. Actually, statistically, most people do read a little bit. I think most people do read at least one book a year, or at least one book a month or something like that. And so people do still read. And like I said, beyond that, they're more than just book warehouses. What would I have gone for? Bus. I would have buffed purple. And buses are a thing. Lynn? Yeah, I haven't gone to the library in forever either, honestly.
Really?
I like owning books. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah. That's it for tonight. I'll probably go live tomorrow. I will probably go live tomorrow to get help making a stew. So yeah, I think tomorrow I will make a stew
tonight, guys. Good
Either
morning, Gina.
I'm undecided whether I want to do stew or meatloaf tomorrow.
Yes, me too, Gina.
But either way, yeah. Either way, I'll need help. Either way, I'll probably end up wanting help, so. Meatloaf stew. So, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Alright, guys. I had planned on doing Blowhard Betty. Oh, now I'm saying Blowhard. I kind of feel there's not ever anybody in our library either, Arrow. I think a lot of the people that go now are like people who don't have computers. So they go, they utilize the library to go on a computer to print things off. I think that's where they get a lot of people in there now. But libraries also, like I have, what is it called? I can't think of the app. But there's an app that if you have a library card, you can rent books through the app and read them. And like you can even, like after 2 weeks, if you're not done reading the book, you can extend your, the borrow time on it and stuff like that. So I have a library card to our local library, and I also use that app and do them, do books online. We don't, Willie, but I think we should. Yeah, there is AR. It's kind of cool. Hoopla. That's what it's called. The app is called Hoopla. Hoopla. And if you have a library card, you just go on that app, put in your library card number, and you can rent whatever books like your library you would get at the library. Yes, that's what I have. Hoopla, Jill. Yes, Erwin. Yeah, it's really nice. Good morning, Stacey Ann. Oh, Libby is another one. See that? I think that's awesome. Yep, Gina. It's nice. Well, there you go, AR. You're in PA, so I would assume that you would use the same app that I have, which is Hoopla. Oh, really, Tina? Well, that makes sense, and I'm glad that they're still there for them too. But like, I think a lot of like kids, like college students and high school students, go there for like the computer. They still go there for their research. Oh, really, Jill? You know what? I've never checked the magazines. I think there is a tab for that on the app, though. Heroin. It probably is too, like, kind of dependent on your area. But they offer a lot more now. Like, they're not just about going and getting a book and coming out, you know? That's the thing too. Really, Shauna? How cool. I didn't know that. I'm going to have to write that down and look it up. And does it go off of your library card too? Oh yeah, college, I would assume so, Just Jill. Just saying, asked me where I wanted to be when I accidentally went into her chat, and I said, Danny's cleavage, and everything went quiet. Willie! Oh my gosh. Willie. Oh. Yes, the college library is always busy. We live in a college town, so we have like 3 colleges real close. Yes, I could so see that, Blue. I could. Because they have the internet access and everything. I could see that happening, yep. Awesome. I'll have to check that one out, Shauna. I do have Hoopla. Right? Dress them up and can't take them anywhere. Free publicity by Willie for my tatas. I'm not sure if I was looking for advertisement for my tatas. That's awesome, Jill. Yeah, I know here, like, we just got a brand new library, I mean, it's probably been a good 10 years or something since we got it, but I mean, it is a huge, huge public library. Right? Me too, V. Okay, I'm gonna be ending anyway, Jill. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow. My daughter has off, but you know me, I will still be up before the sun. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 7:30. And if she comes live in the next hour or two, I will be home, so I'll try to jump on with that since we didn't get it today like we have been. Oh, really, AR? I used to put them away. I used to take the books from the rack to put them away and stuff in our library. Okay, I'm going. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning and every morning. I will see you next time.